Last rest, motherfucker.
Obviously, opinion is gonna be different.
Yeah, sign him back in, baby.
Not at the level that he was after he died. No.
So you're saying before his death? Me personally, my opinion.
He's an icon.
Nah, that was thugged out.
Yeah, that wasn't no.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
You have no vote. With that being said, world, welcome to
The Great American Hip Hop Debate. Hip Hop Debate. Hip Hop Debate. Hip Hop Debate.
All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 3 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate podcast. I'm Burns. Y'all should know me by now. I got the brother Harv right here next to me. Say what up.
What up?
I got the Smothers Brothers from Tampa checking in. Say what up.
The twins. The twins, Bloodshot and Jake.
Yo, I'm here, fellas. What's good? Yo, what's up, listeners? What's going on?
Oh, I like that. Energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling it. That's what's up. Mook, what up?
What up,
Mook.
fellas? Bloodshot and Jake Kidd. What's good? We on the check-in. We on the roll call. The twins, baby.
Nice. I'm glad to see y'all hyped, man. I feel like everybody's doing good and feeling good and looking good and smelling good. It's sunny outside.
Word,
It's a good day. My man F over there. Shout out to my boy F.
F and Straight Fuego Studios, baby.
Thank you to all the listeners who've been checking in. You know, we really appreciate that.
Word. We wouldn't be here without y'all.
Yeah, man. Couple quick shout outs. Shout outs to the Breath, everybody who's not here. Shout outs to all the listeners, like I said. That's about it. So now, today, we are here to discuss a topic that is, I would say it was a little tough for me personally. We're here to discuss the greatest female MC of all time. And speaking for myself, I'm not the biggest fan of female rappers. There's a few I like, for sure. But for the most part, overall, I'm not the biggest fan. However, in researching for the podcast, obviously I was forced to give a good listen to more female MCs, and I have to correct myself and say that there's a lot of good music, there's a lot of good talent, there's a lot of good messages being put out by these females, and they should not be ignored. How y'all feel about that? What's your thoughts about that?
You're a smart man. You're a smart man.
A little late, but better late than never. Shit.
Hey, exactly. You got to correct yourself. But it's true. No one really thinks of female MCs as being strong. And when you go back and you actually do the research and you do the listening, you'd be proven wrong.
Let me correct you real quick, because I'm sure there are some people out there who do feel female MCs are strong. I think we as men, unfortunately, sometimes don't give them the credit they deserve. And this goes beyond music. You know, we can get into a real deep discussion about how men see and treat women as far as respect and actual acknowledgement of accomplishments and the things they do and what they've given to the world and how they hold us down and all that shit. But let's stick to music. So musically speaking, we as men maybe don't give them the props that they deserve as often as we should. You know, there's always that standout example, Lauryn Hill, who comes through and she gets all the props because she deserves them, she earns them. But I think a lot of times maybe we just overlook females, unfortunately. So moving forward, I know I'm going to pay a little more attention. There's not a great amount of females that I'm checking for right now, but I'll keep an eye open for something dope.
Yeah. As far as like what Burns just said is, he's absolutely right. You know, they definitely, at least in hip hop, especially hip hop, we're referring to it as a sport that is basically dominated by men. You know what I mean? And for the most part, you know, they don't get their due respect. You know what I mean? Because also the fact that there's so few hot female MCs, you know, and they're not revered, you know. as they should be.
Well, you know, hip hop, along with being male dominated, I would say also has a big chauvinistic
Approach towards women.
Yeah. So, with that being said, how y'all feel about that? Jeff, how you feel about female MCs overall,
I
period,
agree.
over time?
That's a valid perspective. You know, it is a mostly male dominant industry, you know, especially at the time of the era that we from.
Oh,
You know
definitely.
what I mean? Those like Lauryn Hill that stand out are because of their creativity and just their, you know, their talent, you know, but unfortunately we don't give the respect that's due sometimes because it's not due a lot of the times, being that, you know, sometimes, you know, most times they close writing or something of that nature, you know, as far as, you know, their release, you know, shit that men do, you know, that behind the scenes goes right for them and tell them how to flow and, you know what I mean? So,
Right, of course.
you know, I guess it's a little warranted is what I mean. You know, it's not fair, but it's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, the other day, I, you know, not to get off topic, but I told my lady, you know, would you go to a female mechanic, you know, and she thought that was kind of funny, but thought about it and had to agree with me. And I didn't say not that they don't exist. I didn't say a female mechanic don't exist, but what I said, would you go to one? And she had to admit and say no. You feel me? So with that said, like, the dominance of the male with rap, it's just always been that way. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Like I said earlier, it goes
of
deeper. It's more society thinking.
Yeah.
But definitely it affects hip hop. Go ahead, Mook. My bad to even cut you off.
Yeah. No, you fine. In terms of like how you put it with a female mechanic, you wouldn't think that possibly they would do the same work as a male mechanic.
Same quality.
But even with like a barber, which, you know, you say, hey, yeah, of course I would go to a female barber because it's a female, you know, maybe have her boobs in your face. But when you think about it, there's female barbers that will eclipse male barbers. You know, I mean, I'm doing it. I'm doing this as devil's advocate.
No, thank
because
you.
when you think of a woman doing anything, you think of them sexually. So a woman lawyer, a woman doctor, you always, you know, equate them sexually to whatever career path they chose. But there's a lot of women that are strong that do the same exact work as men, obviously, and even do better work.
Well,
like there's some, like I said, female barbers that I've seen that are nasty. And, you know, growing up, there's only, like, in our hood, I think we only had, like, Nelly. And she was a beautiful woman, but at the same time, she was a nasty-ass barber in West New York. And who else? Like, maybe a couple other females. But, you know, just with that, that's just a career path you would think is always a man, you know.
Yeah,
barber,
but what
like,
about the what about the reverse? What about like a male nurse or you know, something that's more female oriented position for the most part,
I like that you
and then
said
a man
that.
sneaks in, you know?
There's a whole movie that makes
I like
fun
that
of a
you
male
said
nurse.
that.
Meet the Fockers.
Because, you know, you think about a cook, for example, there's just something about saying a chef that almost equates to a female cook. You feel me?
Right.
In other words, it's not the same. Like, you wouldn't really downgrade a male cook because that's mostly a female kind of kind of thing, you know, cooking, as far as the woman being in the kitchen.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, but hold on, because when you said chef,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
immediately thought of a man.
Exactly. The best cooks are men.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly my point. That you can almost say that a male cook, a male chef could be could cook just as good as a woman, as the average woman, but a female mechanic won't touch the average male mechanic.
You know what's
You
crazy?
feel me? So
That y'all
I feel-
keep saying mechanic. I think a female mechanic would be pretty fucking good. On the strength
Pretty
of
sexy, but would you take your whip over there? Is the question.
that's the thing, because imagine, okay, females are more detail oriented. Females have smaller hands, so they can probably get into spots that maybe the male mechanic can't. You know, females are a little more caring and take a little more time. So I don't know if I'm just thinking, like, just based off what y'all said, a female mechanic, I'm thinking like, damn, maybe a female mechanic might be better. The only downfall might be like strength wise, if they need to like I don't know, pop a screw or something and it's super tight and maybe they just can't do it. But that's not knocking women. That's just saying a tough ass screw that probably a man would have trouble with too. Excuse me.
That's a real good point. That's a real good point because that's another thing we always see. We equate women with being weak, but you're also flipping it on its head where in what they lack, they're stronger than men. You know,
Of course,
whether
of
it be
course.
they can fit somewhere or they'll take more care of something, and you know, it just goes back to how we look at women, whether they're nurturing or whether sexually. It's just a strange thing, you know. It's a strange
All right, man.
what's that word? A double standard. It's a strange
Yes,
double standard that
yes.
probably will never go away.
No. Thankfully, thank God, you know, I think it's going away little by little. I think we're seeing now the evolution of society where people are getting the credit they deserve. Women are getting the opportunities they deserve. They're getting the rewards they deserve. And I'm not saying it's 100% and we're where we should be, but I think it's improving, and I hope it continues to improve.
Y'all don't think sometimes that these double standards are necessary, though?
Give me an example.
Ooh.
I mean, damn, there was a really good one that I had. What the fuck was it?
I would need to. It
Yeah.
depends, you know. It could be. It might be valid. It might not be. If you remember the
Necessary
example,
to what effect though? Like necessary to where it'll keep someone in their place, or necessary for somebody's safety. I don't know what you
Somebody's
mean.
safety and just overall in general, man. Like it's just necessary.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
yo,
I
what,
don't know.
though?
But with all that being said,
we're getting way off topic here.
let's give a big shout out to all the females out
Word.
there, all the ladies, all the moms, all the
Word.
sisters,
Happy Mother's Day.
daughters. Yeah, matter of
Yes,
fact,
yes.
look, with Mother's Day being tomorrow, happy
Yeah,
Mother's
happy
Day.
Mother's
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow, what a
Happy Mother's Day.
coincidence.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good coincidence.
That's
yeah.
why it's a great topic that we chose to do this today as well. You know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a
definitely.
coincidence, right?
Yeah, that's a
I know it's
coincidence.
because I didn't make that correlation.
No,
neither.
I just
None of
connected
us
it
did.
right now.
Yeah, none of us did.
But
Yeah,
so
I did too. Right before you said it, I was gonna shout out the mothers.
Yeah, so definitely shout out to
Oh,
all the
episode
ladies, all the listeners that are females, all the ladies out there that have helped us with anything, held us down with anything, all the ladies we loved, all the ladies that loved us. Shout out to y'all, props to y'all, salute. And with that, we go into our debate, which is the greatest female MC of all time. We're gonna go through a lot of topics and a lot of categories, obviously, and we don't have to necessarily state our opinions of who we think is the best female MC. But
Not off rip.
mine is obvious. Mine is like
Yeah.
I share it all the time, and I tell people all the time. So I love Lauryn Hill.
This guy is with Lauryn Hill like
Yeah.
Black is with Big and shit.
Yeah, no, 'cause
Yeah.
nah. Black, I
As far
love you, and I hope you listen to this episode.
Word.
But no fucking way. Black, love is not the word. There's another word, like
Yeah.
idolizes, admires is even an understatement. Whatever. I like Lauryn Hill. I think
Yeah.
she's the best female MC. I think she made the best songs. She has the best verse by a female that I have ever heard. And I would put that verse probably top 5 verses I've ever heard, period. So that's going to take us right into lyrics. So jumping off into lyrics, my vote is Lauryn Hill based on the verse from Manifest where she begins, you know, I loved hard once, but the love wasn't returned. I found out the man I'd die for, he wasn't even concerned. And then she dropped Fuji's albums, and she dropped The Miseducation, which is classic 5 mic album, 8 Grammys. 8, I think, maybe more, but I think it was 8 the same night. Definitely just swept the Grammys, kicked ass. Unfortunately, it was her only album, but I'll discuss that later when we actually get into albums. Right now, we're going lyrics. So lyrically, to me, nobody's touching Lauryn Hill. What you think, Harv? Who you fucking with lyrically?
Lyrically, it's a toss-up between, and what I'm gonna say is that these two female MCs that I am gonna say are from a totally different era. So I am speaking from what I'll say Queen Latifah and Lauryn Hill. And Queen Latifah, because of the era that she was, the early 80s. I mean, the late 80s.
Late 80s.
Late
yeah.
80s. And you got to understand, she was at the pinnacle of female rhyming.
She was also at the forefront of female empowerment.
Yes.
That a lot of it is you're seeing the shock waves or the aftershocks coming into society today. So a lot of the shit she was talking in 88, 89,
Exactly.
girls are like trying to fulfill now.
30 years
So
later.
the thing about Queen Latifah, and I love Queen Latifah, and she has too many albums for me. I heard the first 3, but it was too much to research. But a lot of her musical achievements have been overshadowed by everything she has done outside of music.
Exactly. Afterwards, word.
So a lot of people don't think like a lot of people probably don't even know
Know that
Queen
she was a
Latifah was a
rapper.
rapper.
Yeah, exactly.
But those that do,
For real.
those that have checked, Latifah, she got UNITY. That's one of my favorite songs. She got Another Day
I
in the
was
Hood.
just gonna say that.
That's
Yeah.
another one of my favorite songs.
Ladies First.
Ladies First.
She got a bunch of
Yeah.
songs.
no.
Jersey on the New Jersey Drive soundtrack.
Yes. Can't forget New Jersey. Yep.
I can't forget about New Jersey.
Yep. So
Yeah,
Queen Latifah
yeah.
definitely
Yeah, she's
is up
talking
there.
about looting and shit over at I think Garden State Mall or Willowbrook Mall. She's talking about going over there heisting shit.
Yeah, so definitely,
She's a bomb, man.
that's a good call. I'll rock with that. Queen Latifah's up there.
She's-
Let's go to
She's like
Mook.
the female Ice Cube. I was just gonna say she's like the female Ice Cube. You know what I mean? That, like you said, a lot of people wouldn't even know that she rapped, and she like really brought it back in the day. Because whoever was out back in the day and made it, and is still on today, really, really bought it. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know, Latifah's responsible for putting a lot of people on with the Flavor Unit and with Shaquem and them. So, props to her for
Right.
that. Because not only did she put herself on, she came back to Jersey and put a gang of
Yup.
people on.
Got a bunch of people.
Yeah. All right, Mook, who you got for lyrics?
For lyrics,
And if
you know, my top is Lauren, just like you. She will always be my top. I'm partial to her. But, you know, again, when it comes to women rappers, a lot of people equate them to having been ghostwritten for.
Right.
So, I mean,
right.
in terms of that aspect, I'm going to say somebody that's lyrically sharp, that I respect, that's high up there with Lauren, that has no rumors of being ghostwritten for, is Remy. And, you know, she got co-signed by Big Pun, which is also one of my favorite rappers. So for her, you know, I don't think nobody's fucking with her.
All right, question. She got co-signed by Big Pun. Did he discover her? Do y'all know?
I think so.
Like somebody brought her to him or something? I don't remember the story.
I think the story
I
is that
think-
he discovered her.
I think her brother, some shit like that. Her brother was in the streets or locked up and knew people, and they connected her with. Yeah, I think they connected her with Pun before Joe would even fuck with her.
Definitely, I will agree.
But
She was mad young
I'm not
too.
certain on that.
Wasn't she like 17 years old or some shit?
When she came out?
When she first met Pun.
Oh, I don't
She
know.
was mad. She was mad young.
I know when she did Miss Martin.
Yeah, she was young.
That was big. It wasn't big in like a hit record spins type of thing. It was big like, yo, that girl's gonna be a problem, and she's down with Pun, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be a double problem.
Exactly.
Imagine almost like, you know how she put out the album with Fat Joe. Imagine that was Big Pun instead.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It would have been even better, of course.
Yeah, that would have been a killer. So definitely Remy Ma. Go ahead.
Yeah, I knew it. I just looked it up right now. She lived around the corner from Pun. I knew that was the story. He discovered her because she lived around the corner from him.
Oh, well, he got that off because definitely Remy's a spitter. Her first album was pretty cool. I'm not sure. She dropped the second album?
Possibly.
I think she did.
That one with Pun. With Fat Joe.
No, I know she did the collab album with Joe, but then she
Blackout
then
or
drop
Palumbo?
a second solo album? Because I know she had the single with Kim. Let me Google. All right, J Kidd,
Who you got, Jay?
lyricist, and then after you give your opinion, I just want to touch back on something.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. After I give my opinion, you want to touch back on something?
Yeah,
just
I
go
want to touch
just-
back on something.
Yeah, just go ahead and let us know who you got us lyrically.
So yeah, you know, like everybody else, Lauren Hill probably you could put number one on top for all these categories
Right.
that we came up with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the vocalizing too, you might be able to put it as far as lyrics as well, you know. But
Yeah.
maybe not, maybe more flow or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, with what Twin had to say as far as the ghostwriting, I like that he went the Remy route because of there's been really no rumors of anybody ever writing for her. I put her down as the best battle rapper. But if we're gonna go with the best female battle rapper, because she actually, had some good battles and some props. Remember, she ate Lady Luck, which was another one that we failed to mention.
I remember that.
Lady Luck was never nothing real big, but she repped Jersey hard and she fucked with EPMD on the Symphony, I think it was, or
Symphony 2000.
one of them tracks, and she was, she was heard in our era, in the 90s, mid 90s, late 90s.
And she could spit.
And she could spit.
Yeah. I think she's from Irvington, maybe. I don't know. She's from around there.
She's from Irvington.
But I probably, again, not counting the fact that Jay and Nas wrote for her, but I would go Fox. I always thought Fox's lyrics was sick.
All right, so
she killed a lot of shit.
Being that you said, although Jay and Nas wrote for her, that's what I wanted to come back around to. How do we feel, or how do we rate, or eliminate, or separate female MCs who don't write their own lyrics?
I'm gonna say, like Big Daddy Kane said on that fucking documentary, I think it was on Netflix. He said, if you're an MC, you write your lyrics. Nobody else writes your lyrics.
So do you
Plain
disqualify Little Kim?
That shit is whack. Plain and simple. So yeah, you're automatically disqualified if somebody else writes your shit.
How y'all feel about that?
You're not an MC. You're not an MC.
If I can interject.
Go ahead.
Please.
This goes back to the introductory of the podcast where the respect for the woman spitter is not there because of this same topic. Now, for this purpose of debating what we're talking about, I don't think we can not consider them, even though they were ghostwritten for. Because we probably won't have many rappers to go off by, to be honest with you.
But how can you rate someone on lyrics that they themselves did not create?
Exactly.
That's a great point.
Well,
I mean, it depends on what you're judging.
Point.
It depends on what you're judging.
We're judging lyrics.
Yeah, we're judging
Hold on,
lyrics.
because y'all both trying to talk at one time. We're judging lyrics. A person's lyrics. How do you rank someone on lyrics that they didn't write? Or could you? I guess what you got to
say is that, not all lyrics is written by somebody else. If you really thought that, then maybe you can't judge it. I don't really think that all of Fox's shit was written by Jay and Nas.
Nah.
But most of her hottest shit was, I guess.
See, that's the thing. We don't know either. It's all hearsay or rumor. We know Big wrote for Kim because we heard the reference tracks, so that's undeniable.
Not for nothing, Burns. It's not rumor because if you check on the writer credits, Bong.
Well, that was going to be my next thing. We can research and find out which ones were written.
No, yeah, I was coming back to that. Trust me.
I mean, also, Burns, which is funny because you had a fucking great ear for hearing someone ghostwriting for someone else. If you know hip hop and you know music, there's just some shit that people spit, whether female or not, that you could just tell is not them.
Right.
Like some of the shit Dre spit on 2001 was fucking Eminem.
Oh,
There's
you
no
could
way
hear
that
that.
some of that shit was Dre.
Yeah, you could hear that.
You feel me? So
same thing with Diddy.
You might not have actual proof in black and white, but you know in your heart because you know what you know the realm. I know hip hop. I know that nigga Dre ain't write that shit.
Definitely. I can tell who's writing for Diddy depending on the song. I could tell when it's T.I., I could tell when it's Sauce, I could tell when it's fucking Mace or Jada.
Exactly. Or when it was Loon, remember? Because Loon had that flow. Like, come on, man, that's Loon all fucking day right there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
also, but you're talking about lyrics, but when you hear a song, there's certain lyrics that resonate with you no matter who's spitting it or who wrote it. So you could get a feeling from a particular female rapper, regardless of who wrote it, and it's because of that rapper swag or I don't know, like.
Well, that goes
the
into
way
flow.
They personalized it, you know.
Yeah, that goes into flow, which is our next subject. So, what female MCs do you think had the best flow? So, someone like a Kim or a Foxy who maybe didn't write the rhyme, they still had to deliver that shit and make it seem as if it came from them with that power and that belief and, you know,
that delivery, the
that
cadence.
delivery, yeah, the cadence, the flow, it had to be on point.
Yeah.
So, flow is something different to me from lyrics. So I'm gonna let Mook start this one off. Who you got up there for flow?
Man,
and if
wow,
you're stuck,
for flow?
just we can pass it off to someone else if you need more time to think or whatever.
I might give it to Kim, maybe Foxy. It's between them two because they, no matter how sexual or you know how or who wrote for them or what. type
Yo,
of
hold
song
on,
it was,
time out. You're the only fucking person that keeps saying sexual. We're not talking sex. It's not sexual. We're talking lyrics and music. Don't worry if they half naked spitting this shit. Stop saying sexual. Let's go. Let's focus and
It
respect.
makes a difference
Let's
to
respect
me.
these
It makes
ladies.
a difference to me, though. It makes a difference to me because I'm gonna judge you on lyrics. It depends on what you're spitting about. Obviously, if you're spitting about, laying up with some cat, the way however graphic they get, it makes a difference to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why, in my opinion, Lauren is the best because she was underground. You know what I'm saying? And
Hold on. Hold that thought.
In that realm.
Hold that thought, because I have a question to the group. The female sexuality and the lyrics that convey these scenes or these actions or, whatever they're doing or having done to them. As a man, does that make you feel uncomfortable and make it almost unlistenable? Any one of y'all can answer. Harv?
As far as like when you're talking about like when Kim's talking about her sucking somebody's dick and shit.
Yeah, Kim talking about sucking dick and taking it in the ass. Like,
yeah.
How do you feel? Like,
I don't want to take it in the ass. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Nah, yeah. As far as making me uncomfortable, no.
No.
Nigga,
thank you.
got
Yes.
scared.
Do the lyrics bother you? Is my question. Because they're from the female perspective. I know man-wise it doesn't bother us because we can hear niggas talking about fucking bitches and pardon the phrase. We're gonna.
Yeah.
If y'all ladies listening, if we say bitches, it's no harm. It's no insult. It's just. It's probably by mistake. So whatever. I know when we hear rappers talking about smashing honeys, it doesn't bother us. They could get graphic. They could get in detail. Whatever. It's nothing. But when it's reversed, does it bother y'all? Mook, does it bother you?
It would bother me if it was somebody I knew,
but like
my
I
family and shit. Yeah.
Maybe.
But
said,
besides
"Mook,
that,
shut up,
not
nigga."
really. I don't give a fuck.
Yo,
I don't give a fuck what you
yo,
do.
No.
yo, my man, shut the fuck up, nigga. That nigga talking about his family. Ain't no rappers in your family, nigga. Shut up.
Yo, he said, Mook, shut up. All right, Mook. How do you feel? How does it make you feel?
Like I said, it don't bother me, but it depends on how creative you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You like I said, when it comes to rap, you have to be creative, and you gotta have a flow. You gotta spit lyrically, and you gotta have a cadence. Like the first two subjects that we're tackling, I think they go hand in hand, and it's hard to discern between the two, which is why I think the subjects kind of morph into each other. But like I said, if you're creative and you spitting about, laying up with a nigga, giving him the ass, I might show you props because it depends how you spit it. Once again, Foxy and Little
props.
Kim
Yes,
are
you can
queens
give
of
them
doing
props.
This.
I'm asking you, how does it make
they're
you
queens of
feel?
doing this. It don't make me uncomfortable at all. It don't make me never mind. But again, you got to be creative with it. You got to have good subject matter and dope lyrics.
Jeff, how do you feel?
I don't feel any way either. I mean, if you don't like it, then don't listen to women rapping. Not that every woman's gonna rap about some shit like that, but I don't feel any which way because it's like a double standard, like we said. Like, it's the same shit as a nigga again, I get it, because you don't maybe not want to hear no bitch talking about deep throat and like Kim used to do. But at the same time, that's also what, I kind of consider Cardi B like this era's Lil' Kim. And if it wasn't for Kim, probably she wouldn't be here. One of the illest lines that Kim said was eating my pussy while I watch cartoons. And that, you never heard a real female rapping and talking like that.
Exactly.
So
Right.
at that time, that's what we loved. I remember Twin and me and like in high school, like, yo, this bitch is wild. Like, like
And that
that's
fucking
what,
beat was hard.
Yeah,
that's
well,
what
she
attracted
was-
us to listening to her and the way she was on that cover. You feel me?
Exactly.
So to say now, the way she was on the cover with her legs spread and that pussy out and shit. So to say now, 20 years later, it'll make me feel uncomfortable. It's kind of like, damn, nah. That's kind of why I started liking female rappers.
Well,
to be real
no,
with you.
it's a question, to gauge just how y'all feel about it, how y'all stand. Also, it's a maturity thing,
That's true.
What may have bothered us before
Doesn't
may not
bother
bother
us
us now, and vice versa. So
And
my
vice versa,
opinion
yeah.
is, it's whatever. Female is going to talk about female things from a female perspective. If like with any rapper, male or female, I'm not big on the super vulgar for no reason shit. The only way the female MC lyrics pertaining to sex would bother me is if obviously if you have kids around, but you should be censoring that, or if you don't, whatever, it's up to you as a parent.
Yeah.
In sing back. So if I'm chilling listening to a song and I want to rap it back, or I'm feeling it and like I know the lyrics and I'm kind of rapping it back, I'm not gonna rap eating my pussy while I watch cartoons.
Exactly,
You feel me?
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
But there's
I like
there's male rappers who have lyrics that I wouldn't rap back either. Biggie, for example, I'm not a big fan of your daddy. Oh, you look so good, I'll suck on your daddy's dick. No, that's not. Yo, Biggie's cool and shit, but that was a suspect ass fucking lyric, bro.
No,
You know what's
shock
funny?
value. It's shock value. Go ahead, Jake.
That line always sticks out to everybody, but you got to be comfortable within your own skin to be able to say that and not feel homo. You feel me?
True.
That's how good that bitch looks. It's the extremity. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
niggas going to the extreme
Yeah.
of
To
saying
express
how
good
fly
she is. Yeah.
that bitch is. You feel me? So, if he's comfortable with his own skin and being able to say that,
That's
fuck
tough
niggas
one,
that
yeah.
would be like, oh, whoa, It's funny you say that because I remember Saigon had a track kind of knocking a lot of Biggie's homo rhymes, and there was like 3 or 4 or 5 of them that I'm like, damn. But
Yeah,
it was all because he was comfortable, like I said, and he was also a character. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes,
yeah.
except for the lyric where he talks about fucking little kids in the ass and throwing them over the bridge. That's questionable.
Yeah.
It's
But that's
Yeah,
also
that's
to an
wrong.
extreme
That's
too.
wrong, right?
That's also to an extreme too. That's how grimy niggas in Brooklyn are. He probably know niggas that really would do that shit. Don't fuck with me, because I'll murder you and your whole family, and this is the kind of niggas I fuck with.
That's
Yeah.
nasty.
I'm
You know,
gonna
like,
give you the perfect example. I'm gonna give you the
specializing in killing wives and grandmothers. Like, who says that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the perfect example. I was just listening to "Dreams of Fucking the RV Bitch," and that's one of the dopest songs in hip hop history. And the line that always bothers me is when he says, "Make this Raven Simone call date rape." And
Yeah.
that's a terrible line, and it's just mere shock value. He's done that his whole career. Now, all right, no question, they are questionable lines. But what I do when I listen to them, I flip them. So, I'll be like, you look so good, I suck on your mama's tit. Or and I'm rapping it back. Same thing with Little Kim. Little Kim will say something, and I'll flip it to like me doing something to a woman instead of what she's saying. So I fuck with Little Kim heavy, man. She got some dope songs and dope like track that she went with Biggie and Little C, and it's them 3, and she keeps up with them.
Could that be
she's
because
like,
Biggie wrote her verse though?
Exactly.
So Biggie
it
is
could be,
technically
but
Biggie keeping up with
there'd be
himself.
women
Right.
of course. But there'd be women that wouldn't be able to spit with her swag, and like, regardless, like
CBD.
it could be for example, it could have been Foxy, and it wouldn't have the same effect. She was, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, she had
Foxy,
good
when she
delivery.
spit-
She had good delivery. She
Yeah.
also had a good voice.
Yeah,
she
I
had
was
that
just gonna say
baritone.
Damn,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know,
And
also,
she had the
also, like,
flow.
what I don't think Biggie wrote for her everything, to tell you the truth. And same thing with Foxy. I think Foxy wrote a lot of her own shit because their subject matter really aligns with their persona. You feel
Well,
me?
I think that-
with
that,
just Little Kim saying, we're rushing Fendi stables, we're matching pool tables, read the label, Mafia, admiring my shoes by Gucci, I be eating sushi, playing with my, you know?
Yeah, but you don't hear the Biggie
That bitch
in
is
that?
nasty.
Hell yeah.
You
Come on,
you
man.
spitting
I
it
can hear the
in your
Biggie.
voice. I hear the Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, that's
it could be
definitely
that
big.
Biggie influenced
Yeah.
her. It could
All
be
right,
that
all right,
Biggie either influenced her or wrote some of it. You know what I'm saying?
In order
If
for
I
us
could
to
say that,
go ahead.
my bad, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in order for us to prove one way or the other, we would have to like really go through the lyrics. So it's possible that they didn't write everything. Definitely, you know, obviously Biggie didn't write for Kim forever because her next couple albums he wasn't around for.
Yeah.
But let's get back to flow. So I'm gonna speak honestly. I don't know where the fuck we were and who said what. So
Mook was at Kim.
At Kim.
Okay.
yeah,
Kim,
talking
Kim and
about
Foxy, and I'll go with Kim. I'll fuck with Kim. I love her flow.
all right.
I
So
love-
J Kid,
Yeah.
who you got with flow?
So I like that we were talking right there about exactly everything we were talking about Big and Kim and whatnot, because that's who I will give the flow, the best flow to, is Kim, because she had that big flow.
Okay.
You know, it's funny because I kind of knock her for that as well, because as far as delivery, let's say, or originality, I can't give it to her. I will give it to somebody more like Fox, because Fox never really sounded like nobody, regardless if she was being ghostwritten by Nas or Jigga or both at the time. You could hear the big, you could hear the lyrics in Fox from Nas and Jay, but you could hear the flow in Kim of Big.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So that's why I give her the best flow. Like, you know, who you loving, who you want to be hugging, dipping on your Ninja Honda with your knees. That's big, my nigga. I don't
Oh
give
yeah,
a fuck if he wrote it or
the
not.
reference track
That's
leaked
him.
for that one.
Yeah.
For that one, the reference track leaked, so you hear him spitting all those rhymes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. You know, I didn't know that point, but just
I
knowing
think she fit
music.
into him on that track. She fit into him. So I
No,
don't
she
think he would have
definitely-
anything to do with that.
No, my nigga, research. The reference track
Yeah.
leaked.
He wrote that?
He spits the song.
Yeah.
All she did was fucking
Yeah,
memorize
and,
it.
and she's talking to him.
Yeah.
So it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
she's talking
again,
to him,
that
yeah.
goes to credit
You know,
the
they were-
ghostwriters. They're so fucking good with their
Yeah.
ghostwriting that he's shitting on himself
Yeah.
through her eyes. That's genius.
He knows everything that he did wrong.
Yeah, wow. He probably put her on to some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That nigga
Exactly.
really made
That's
himself out with
That's
faith.
dope as fuck, yo.
Oh, yeah.
That shit comes back around, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
That would be my answer, Kim, because of that big flow, man. Like, that, you know.
Alright. Alright. And Mook, who did you say?
what
I'm
it is.
sorry, my memory's.
Kim, he said.
You said Kim. also.
I'm going with Kim as well. Kim
Okay.
is nasty. She's one of the nastiest.
Burns, you keeping track of everybody's shit or no?
No. We're not judging or scoring or anything. It's just for conversation.
All right.
But what I was gonna say
All
was, Mook, you said Flo Kim, but excluding Lauren, or like Lauren's a given.
Lauren is more lyrics than flow, you know? Like I
Okay.
said,
That's
she's
a
an
good question.
underground rapper, so it you know, a song is a song is a song. And Little Kim makes a fucking dope ass song, so her flow is bananas.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
I would say including Lauren. Including Lauren, I give it to Kim.
Okay.
The flow.
I
you know?
agree. I feel the same way. I including Lauren.
All right. No, because
You
I
know,
just want to know,
there's just
like,
more flow
to me,
Kim.
Lauren wins in every category, almost. So I don't want to keep bringing her up and talking about her. So that's why I asked that. But for Flo,
No, but that's a good question, because funny, Flo, I don't consider Lauren,
okay,
like Mook said, you know?
okay. How about you, VS? Who you got for Flo?
I'm gonna go back, man, and she basically, her and again with Queen Latifah, she basically started the new form of rapping, like the different syntax, the different cadences in rap and all that. So I'm gonna go with MC Light.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
They came out around the time
around the same time.
Rakim-ish?
Right after.
Right after. Okay.
Correct.
Around the same
Correct.
time or right
Yeah,
after.
right
Like
around-
they debuted after.
Okay,
but
I
they
asked
were
that
all in the same
question
circles.
because I feel like rap as a whole shifted after Rakim.
Oh, absolutely.
So definitely he influenced them. But
Oh.
MC Light's a good pick.
Yeah.
MC Light actually talks about Rakim on her first album. She's when she's dissing either JJ Fad and who the fuck else was she did? She talks about, oh, you just a Rakim wannabe, you know what I'm saying? So, but she even recognizes it, and she
And Light had bars. Her
Light
first
was a
album
fucking
was
spitter.
Yeah.
Facto.
Lyrics, she was up
Yep.
there. We kind of ignored her
Light was a
lyrically,
fucking spitter.
but flow-wise, she was also up
Yeah,
there
yeah,
as far
she
as
was the
riding the
godmother
beat
of that,
and the
like,
way she
the
got
way she
busy
wrote
on
a
it.
beat and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I remember Light as a Rock
She's
as a standout.
She's hard. She's hard. She's
Yeah.
hard.
I remember
Yo, her
Roughneck.
flow on Georgie Porgy is like no other.
Georgie Porgy is
Yeah.
another awesome track. Yeah, so definitely
She was-
Light
Yeah,
is
her
a
flow is that's a good pick, yo.
You
Yeah.
you know what's the dope MC Light track? I always put it on my Instagram, like with videos. The Cold Rocker Party with Diddy and Missy.
Oh,
That
yeah,
shit
yeah.
is popping.
That's the
I
thing
get
about
like
Light.
1,000 likes when I put that song on. Yeah,
She
what up?
Light went through Light lasted through a few eras.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
able to adjust.
Yeah, because I remember her late '90s. Didn't she have? Was that song Mook? The Rocker Party that was late '90s.
Yeah.
I think that was late 90s.
Right.
Yeah, she had that song
97.
Roughneck.
She had
Remember
Roughneck.
Roughneck?
That was like '96, I think, or '95.
Yeah.
Yeah, 95.
Yeah. And I could have sworn she had like a song with Escape, like a party song.
Yeah, she did. She
Or
had
like
a
a
song.
She
it was on-
did. She
it was on
did.
the soundtrack.
It was on the soundtrack.
Sunset Park soundtrack.
Yes. I remember loving that song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, all them tracks are just like my fucking favorite kind of music. That party,
Hell yeah.
P. Diddy shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So Light
Dope
is a
shit,
good
dope
pick.
shit. Bad boy shit.
Yeah,
That
I'm gonna go
bullshit.
with MC Light, man. That's my
Definitely.
pick.
For flow,
Good pick.
I like Light as a pick. Kim had a good flow. Foxy had a good flow. They was cool. I'm
you
gonna
went
go.
with
I'm
Lauren?
gonna go with a surprise pick. I'm gonna go with Moni Love for flow.
She's fucking fire too.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad. I
like it.
she only
I
put
like
out
it.
one album,
Yeah.
and I really like it. And I had never heard it till like a week ago, but I really fucking like it. It's a good album for a girl who is coming of age, I would say. It's got a lot of good lessons. It's got a lot of good bars, but her flow is impeccable. And her best flow, in my opinion, is on the Buddy remix.
That was pretty dope.
I think actually she got the best verse on the song. I don't know if y'all remember the song off the rip or her verse off the rip, but I think she got the best verse on the song, and her flow on that song is just something crazy. So I'm
Buddy?
Yeah, Buddy remix. De La Soul or Trap
That's
Called
like
Quest?
where isn't it Angie
That's
Martinez or some
De La
shit?
Soul remix with Tribe Called Quest.
No. It's an old
Oh,
song.
correct.
It's
Yeah, it's an old
it's
song.
De La Soul. It's Tribe. It's Jungle Brothers. I think. Does,
Get the fuck out of here. She got the best flow.
does
Damn.
Queen Latifah have a verse on that song? Nah, right?
No, I don't think so.
I know she's in the video. Queen is in the video.
I was thinking
but
a totally different song, yo.
Yo, an old
what
song. One of my favorite songs ever made in the history of fucking music, mind you. But
It is a
Moni,
dope song, yeah,
Moni
yeah.
comes off on that shit, man. I
Yeah.
definitely recommend everybody go
That's
peep
what's up.
that because she comes off on that shit. And then another MC who had good flow, just flow wise. Her lyrics wasn't really crazy. Hold on, because I don't.
Light's
remember her
Light's
fucking
last album was in 2015, and the one before that was in 2003. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's like the buster of the female rappers.
Coming back to 2017, Nitty Scott, man. She
Yeah,
got flow.
Nitty Scott is fucking fire. I fucks with Nitty.
She knows how to ride a beat
Word.
and weave in and out of it and shit. So those are my two picks. Number one, Moni Love, who has probably my third favorite verse by a female, which would be the Buddy remix, and Nitty Scott,
Yeah.
who has my second favorite verse by a female, which is on a song called Hola, featuring Bodega Bams and Joel Ortiz.
No, they're not featuring.
Oh, not featuring. I'm sorry. They were a group at the time. She has a verse on there, and I'm biased because she talks about her grandma, and she gives her a shout out, and she talks about like a Puerto Rican mom and stuff. So I'm biased. But
That's dope.
second favorite verse by a female MC, Nitty Scott. And she's
That's a good
up
pick.
there.
But to me, Nitty Scott is more lyrics rather than flow. You know, like again, like a Lauren. You know,
think
she's
she's-
more underground.
She definitely got
I like
lyrics.
yeah.
Not to cut you
Yeah.
off, Mook.
But,
Not to cut
you
you
know,
off, but she's
flow-
a mixture of both, man.
Right.
She could do both very well, man. She can ride the fuck.
She does,
out of a
but
beat.
again, you know, she reminds me a lot of Lauren because she's underground and like her delivery is good. But I see where you went with the Moni pick because she reminds me of like the old school rappers that were like again like you know how hard brought up MC Light that like had a hard delivery
Right.
and you know she's obviously native tongue.
Yes.
In
Yeah.
that song Buddy with Tribe and with Jungle Brothers.
Yeah.
Also, she kind of reminds me of like Salt and Pepper. Like, remember when they were coming up and they had so
Oh, definitely.
lyrics,
That's
you
one
know
of the
what I'm
best
saying?
groups. Well, you know, it was the same time
Same
frame.
era, yeah.
Yeah,
But
same era.
believe it or not, you said old
Yeah.
school, but still, she was definitely ahead of her time, in my opinion. What
Yeah.
she was doing,
Yeah.
she was ahead of her time.
Yeah, she was double timing lyrics and
Yeah.
shit at a time that nobody was really doing that.
Yeah, she was killing shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so that'll swing us right into our next category, which is creativity. In my opinion, no fucking female can touch Missy Elliott on creativity. To me, she's the most creative.
But is she an MC
Wow.
Is she an MC? Missy?
though? Yeah,
Yeah. Why wouldn't she be?
she does a lot of rapping.
She could be
raps.
considered, yeah.
Yeah, I
She
guess.
raps.
Go ahead. We'll get to that. Go ahead.
The reason you might ask that is because she also sings, and
Yeah.
also because her raps are
But that's not it,
often
really. That's-
like at such a different, unique cadence
Yeah,
that they don't
yeah.
even almost
All right.
sound like rap.
But I see what you mean. Go ahead.
But as far as just creativity on all levels, musically, production, because she did produce for a bunch of artists. Obviously, her videos, everything
that's
she
a good
did, you know.
pick, man.
And she came out at a time where the sex sells mantra was dominating, and she didn't go that route, you know.
Yep.
So that's my vote. So I'm gonna swing it to J Kidd. Who you got on creativity?
That's a good pick. I like that. I was gonna go Lauren, obviously, like we said.
I like to think Lauren is just a given. Like
Yeah, I know.
she's just
We
up
gotta
there.
keep saying it. Keep real with you.
No, but that's good because if that's your pick and that's your opinion, that's what the people need to know. And if her dominance is so fucking true, then that's just what it is. Yeah, we have to express that.
Exactly. Go ahead, kid.
Yeah, exactly. I like your pick, Joe. I really wasn't considering Missy.
Well, that's the thing in research. Like right now, when Mook says Salt and Pepper, I'll be honest, I forgot about them. I didn't have them in none of my fucking lists. So
They the shit too.
yeah, I love Salt and Pepper as a kid. So yeah, no, we're gonna remind each other of things, and we're gonna fucking expose each other to things, musically, obviously, pause. So yeah,
Yo,
enjoy.
let's expose some female rappers. Let's stick to that.
Yo, man, have some respect, papi. Más respeto.
Yeah.
All right, so JK, who you got? Lauren, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it with Lauren.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Even considering Missy Elliott, I got Lauren over her because of the, they were similar as far as the, the vocalizing and spitting and coming back and forth to it.
Right.
I just feel like Missy maybe might have done that only like 3 or 4 bars on a track and features here and there. I can't say I've ever, no, you know what? That album where she had, While You're in My Grill was okay. That was a pretty good album. That was solid.
Oh, that was.
But yeah,
Super
not
Duper
too prolonged. What was it?
Fly. Super Duper Fly. That was the album.
That was the first album?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her first album a lot.
That was all Timbo, man. Them beats was fucking beast, and that changed the sound
but
of hip hop right there.
I'm gonna go with Lauren, yo.
All right, I can respect that because Lauren's, like I said, you know what? Now that you say that, Lauren might be my big, yo.
You think?
All right, Mook, creativity. Who you got?
Damn. It's hard to not go with Missy after you bring her up. You know what I mean? Just because of how she would come up with songs out of thin air. You know what I mean? Like, subject you wouldn't even think. Be like, you know, what are you doing? Like, remember she had that song that she flipped like a Japanese. I don't know what she did, but it was something. Like
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's just the way that she shifted the culture, man. It went like
Well,
Vern said that it went from like a sex driven and she focused on the creativity.
She changed the game for real.
Yeah, but she had the cheat code.
She came with an A game.
Yeah, she did.
She
have
had
Tim.
the cheat code.
Timberland.
Yeah,
she had Tim.
Timberland.
It would have been hard to fail.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if she would have been that effective without him.
But you know, not to like downplay her. I think it was it was left hand, right hand.
Not at all.
I think his magic and her magic came together at the right time, and they made some timeless shit, and that allowed them to build, you know, basically a little run that they had, their little empire of artists that they put out. Magoo.
Good point.
Best rapper.
Good point.
Mook's favorite rapper,
like,
Magoo.
Who, you know, like that's like what Havoc has succeeded without Prodigy. You know, what the Wu has succeeded without the RZA and things like that. You know, you get into things like that. One influenced the other.
Yes.
You know, and vice versa.
Yes.
But
Timbo was definitely her Diddy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But with creativity, I'm gonna go with Lauren. She's the one that initially came in my head as being the most creative because, again, she was very underground. So she would also create songs that came kind of out of thin air, even though it might be subject matter that was about her life and things. But, like, I don't know, she was so different.
What do you mean?
Her songs were larger than life.
What do you mean when you say she was underground?
When I say she's underground is that you put her in a cypher and she's going to spit about what she sees in the cypher or you know, things that would resonate with like a backpack rapper or with like, you know, a freestyle rapper instead of just, you know, spitting about brands, labels and sex. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're talking.
Those are the easiest things.
She was an underground rapper in the sense of subject matter.
Yeah, like content.
Okay. I just needed.
Listen to the score.
No, I get it. I just needed clarification. Because obviously, once the score came out and then the Miseducation came out, she can't be classified as an underground artist because she was, you know, global superstar. So I just needed to understand
No, you're
what
misinterpreting. You're misinterpreting.
No, yeah,
not
what
underground artist.
No,
underground
subject
style.
matter. Yeah, no, I understand you now. I just I needed you
would
to
be
explain
considered an underground subject matter.
All right, so white boy creativity.
Creativity. I would have to go again with your pick. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. I mean,
what she did, like I'm sorry.
No,
like I said before, like what she did, she shifted culture. Like her and her writing ability, and what she did for other groups, you know. And then again with the sound, with Timbaland's sound, it was incredible. Like what they were able to do with the culture.
And we haven't even touched on videos.
That, I mean, yeah,
her videos,
her imagery was crazy.
Yeah, you know, but you know, a lot of that was necessary because of her physical appearance, which I'm not knocking. Right. I'm just saying society and the music business. You know, she couldn't be Little Kim. She couldn't be Foxy Brown. She had to be Missy.
Yeah, she bullied her way in, and she got through.
And then
she changed
what she did for other artists that you mentioned, she definitely wrote a lot of songs.
Oh, hell yeah.
She produced a lot of songs.
Yeah.
She put out a couple artists that I really liked. I think she put out 702. Yeah. That was pretty cool. I think she put out Jasmine Sullivan.
She put out a shit ton of
and I love Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan was dope. Tweet, all them fucking...
Tweet, oh, no. Who was the other one? Nicole Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Nicole Ray.
Nicole Ray.
Yeah. I couldn't name one song.
Nicole Ray was dope.
Yeah. I couldn't name one song, but I love me some Nicole Ray. Wow.
Yeah, nah, she definitely had
definitely influenced Aaliyah and her style, her singing style.
Without her, without Missy, and without obviously Timbaland's sound, there would be the legend of Aaliyah as we know it wouldn't exist.
Yeah, and rest in peace, Aaliyah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Rest in peace.
Definitely miss you.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So anyone
Left Eye as well. Left Eye as well.
Ooh, Left Eye.
Word.
We
R.I.P.
don't.
Left Eye.
Wow, I forgot she's a rapper
Yeah, she raps.
because she's in the group. Damn, yeah, Left Eye had some verses too.
Yeah, she had a
Yeah,
few.
yeah. She
I
always
don't
rapped
even
in the
think she
group
did any
much.
singing, yo. She never did any singing, I think, yo.
Wow,
A little
yeah.
bit more rapping. She always had a verse.
She had that verse on that Donnell Jones song, right? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yo, wow, look at that. That's another MC that I totally forgot on my list of anything.
She might have put on Donnell Jones, matter of fact.
Maybe. I know she definitely helped him succeed with that that little dancey single.
Donnell Jones was dope.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, Donnell Jones had that second single about cheating on your girl. Ooh, every nigga's anthem.
Yeah.
For real.
I
Where I
play that
wanna
shit
be.
when I wake up in the morning.
I used to sing that to my ex like this. That's why you my ex.
Where I wanna be.
All
Yo,
right, Dick.
classic.
I remember Big Bro was like, yo, I can't sing that song. My girl won't let me.
You lying. And that's why you my
I
girl.
believe,
yo.
I believe that shit.
Yo, where's boy? I remember that shit, kid. For real. I'm like, yo, nah, because, you know, I'm like, I get it. I hear the lyrics. That's funny as hell.
Yo, that is funny.
That's why she's my ex now. You lying. I never told you that shit.
You told him that
I
shit.
love that.
I
love that. Unless
I could tell by your reaction you told him
You
that
already.
It's too late, nigga. You gave it up.
Oh man, yo, a quick honorable mention on creativity. Ms. Jade, she had an album produced by Timberland, I believe. Right? Timberland produced Ms. Jade.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Philly rapper, produced by Timberland.
Never heard of her.
She had some bars, yo. She had flow, she had lyrics. Her tracks were creative, probably largely based on Timberland production, but just wanted to give her an honorable mention because I did enjoy her album. It kind of surprised me. There was a few albums that surprised me, yo. Keep it real.
Yeah.
You can honorable mention of Bahamadia in there as
I
well.
was
You know,
gonna
she was
say
different.
Bahamadia.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she benefited from Premiere Production. So, and she was able to do
Yeah,
that. And,
yeah.
and her flow on
She
that,
fucked
and
with
her
Premier and a lot of them raucous niggas.
yeah,
She was on the
Bahamadia
album
was,
with the Roots.
All Glocks Down?
On the Roots,
Huh?
arguably
No.
best album.
that was Heather B.
Heather. Ooh, damn! I forgot about Heather B.
Heather
Heather
B.
B's another one, yeah.
Wow.
Jersey in the house.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, Heather B.
Oh.
Yeah, Bahamadia's flow on the Collage album was crazy because she was able to take Premiere beats and switch up flow like nobody else at that time was able to do on Premiere beats.
You know what? See, Bahamadia, I would consider an underground artist.
She definitely was.
Yes.
Philly artist.
Very-
Yeah,
She's a
yeah, I think you have
yeah,
to.
she-
Oh, I thought she was Brooklyn.
Nah, Philly spitter.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
All
dope.
right.
She's dope. She's dope.
Yeah.
She's definitely dope.
Yeah.
What's the dopest
Yeah, 'cause
Bahamadia
she,
song?
like I said, she
Dopest?
was on
It's a
she was
toss
on
up.
Illidale Half Life with the Roots. You
Yeah,
heard?
she was on that too.
Oh.
Yeah, she was on it. But that,
Yeah,
that
she-
was
she ripped
that.
it. That
That
song, Push Up Your Light.
Illadelph was actually after her album though. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
her
wow.
first album. Dopest track on Collage, probably Three the Hard Way is one of the best tracks.
Collage, she only had one album?
That's her first album. She had an album after that.
No.
But definitely Three the Hard Way is a dope track. You want to go check that, and it's all three females on the track.
All right. I'm trying to segue
Yo, right
us
quick.
into. Oh, go ahead, Jeff. Before I segue us over to the next topic.
Go ahead.
Excuse me. Heather B, real quick. I remember had a crazy flow on the Tony Touch 50 MCs, I think it was.
Heather B. Was she on the Real World?
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah, she was on the
yeah, I think
original
so.
Real World.
She was, right?
Damn.
First one ever.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
that's crazy.
The first one ever, yeah.
Yeah.
It was in New York. She
It was
from
in New
Jersey
York,
City.
yes.
Yeah, that first
But
one
she
was
is
in
from
New York.
Jersey
I
City.
forgot that she was.
She's from Jersey City?
Yeah, she's from Jersey City.
Ah,
Nah.
props to her.
For real?
Nice. All right, so I
Yeah.
want to segue into your favorite songs by a female MC. I'll start with a quick, easy couple. Obviously, Kim's Drugs. Kim's what was it? Bad Bitch, Baddest Bitch. What's the song?
Which one?
The one we were just talking about.
Hey, that bitch.
Stay That
Stay
Bitch.
That
Is that the
Bitch?
name of it? I thought it was
Probably.
Baddest Bitch or so. All right, anyway, those two songs, obviously. You know, Foxy had Take Me Home. That was my shit. Lauren had a gang of songs. Favorite songs by a female? I'm going to come back with more.
It's not actually her song, but she's on it, and she features on it, and she features hard. Lil Kim Quiet Storm remix that she destroys that. Hot damn.
Oh, yeah.
Ho, here we
Dope,
go
dope
again.
pig hard.
That
Yo.
was the...
I'm saying, can we?
was she shooting at Foxy
Yeah.
or at Charlie at that time?
Everybody.
Everybody, right?
She was fucking saying.
Yeah,
but
that's definitely classic
yeah.
fucking verse.
Because
Yeah.
then after that, Foxy came out with the Bang Bang. I
Bang
remember
Bang.
sitting in the fucking Taurus outside the house,
Bang
fucking
Bang is the shit.
after the fucking tunnel and band camp and all that shit.
Hella drugs.
Hella fucking
Yeah,
shit.
that was my pick right there. She killed
Nigga
that.
said Bang Camp.
Yo, man.
Chatham. Shout out to
Shout
Chatham.
to
Shout out
Chatham.
to Chatham. Word.
Shout to Chatham, New Jersey.
Word.
All right, but yo, it's not
Newark,
limited.
where
It's
you
not
at?
limited to one song, guys.
Oh, nah, that was
Yeah.
one. Like I said, Bang Bang was another one. There's a few, man. Lighters of Rock.
I guess we could say verses, right? Because these are pretty much verses.
Yeah, I mean,
I said,
verse,
whatever.
song.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, like, of
some of your
course you-
favorite work from
Yeah, that artist.
females. Yeah,
Like Lighters of Rock.
Light of the Rock, good
That shit
song.
that shit is
Money in the Middle is a
Money
great
in the
song.
Middle's dope. Everything. I mean, anything that
Dope.
any one of those. What was the other one? Shit.
What's that song, Mook? I know you know it. Missy's song featuring Genuine, super slow. It's on that.
Oh man,
It's
that
on
song
that.
was dope.
It was like on her
Oh.
third or fourth album, the one that had the house
That
music
they
song.
singing to Aaliyah.
They're singing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it to Aaliyah?
Yeah,
That's a fucking
I think
beautiful
they're
song.
singing to Aaliyah. It's called
Paper Thin.
I can't remember, but they're talking about Takeaway. Takeaway, I think is the name of the
Takeaway.
song.
I don't remember the name of
Takeaway,
the song.
Golden Platinum Chain.
Maybe.
Remember?
Maybe. Yeah.
I'ma
But,
love you anyway. They say something like that, like
some
take away
shit.
your golden platinum chains. I'm gonna love you anyway.
It was an awesome song. But Jeff, what you got for songs? Favorite songs?
A bunch of Lauryn Hill shit again. The Bang Bang shit, Foxy with CNN. I think Foxy's verse on Affirmative Action, which was really Nas, I believe. But that's just one of the illest female,
Yeah.
Even
illest
with
female
the
verses ever.
even with the
Just
mathematical
on the
error.
mathematics she does.
Her
Yeah.
fucked up math.
She fucking
Yo,
does
just-
some algebra.
Yo, for real, but just trying to follow that shit, you can't. You
she's
know what
wrong.
I'm saying?
I think I tried to write it down one day. She fucked it up.
Yeah, she definitely fucked it up. Her math is off.
Don't give
Either
that.
way, my nigga, that shit sound fucking butter.
Oh, it sounds awesome.
Well,
But
I'd
don't
have
give Shorty no
You
bricks.
write shit down and trying to
don't
follow
give-
the maths, nigga.
Definitely.
Don't give her your bricks or your bread.
Mook, the song was named Takeaway. You're correct. It's named
Takeaway,
Takeaway,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
That's a great song, man. It's not necessarily a rap
It's a song that's deep to me.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
deep. Yeah, it reminds me of my aunt. Actually,
Well, that's what I,
I don't
mean.
know why.
It's a very touching song.
Word.
So she got that off.
yeah.
Any other Mook? You got songs? Favorites?
Yeah, I got a few. That
I
was
wasn't
the
done,
Pink
but
Jam.
Oh, my bad
Go ahead,
My bad as
Affirmative
host.
action. I like
Bring it back to Jeff Kittles.
Nah, I don't really have that many more. I was gonna say Kim's verse with the shit on Mary J, where we spoke about earlier that she's talking a big.
The I Can Love You Better?
Classic verse.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a great verse.
Yeah, that's a classic verse. I like I think 2 or 3 Eve's verses.
Oh, look at
Not
that.
bad. She had
That's the first mention of Eve, the pipple in a skirt.
Yeah,
EVE.
And she had a
yeah.
solid run.
She had a
Yeah, she had a little run.
she had a dope ass track where Swiss produced that. It was like perfect. Like you know, it's funny, man, because a lot of these rappers with the producers, it was like a perfect marriage. Yo.
Yeah, definitely. The
Oh,
producers
yeah.
definitely. And if you notice, a lot of the rappers that didn't have that that superstar producer didn't necessarily reach the levels that the others who did. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
right? Like the rapper who didn't have the producer next to them wasn't as successful as those that did. Except maybe
Yeah, you can say
Foxy.
that.
Of course.
Foxy didn't
It makes a
have.
difference.
Yeah, Foxy didn't have the big time producer, but
Nah,
she had
she did.
Jay
It's
and
like
Nas.
cannabis.
Oh no, she had Track
No,
Masters.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
hell
right.
yeah.
You're right.
Trackmasters,
You're right.
exactly.
You're right,
That
you're
first
right.
album was a smash with Trackmasters.
I
Yeah.
didn't really like her first album.
Yeah.
You know, her
Yeah.
first album is cool.
Trackmasters
No,
was
no, no.
affirmative action, actually.
Yes, her first
Yeah.
album is good.
alright.
Foxy,
The
I
Firm,
like it.
The Firm and Il Nana.
Yeah, I like it. It had the song with Havoc. That was
song
dope.
was The Promise.
Yes, it had the shit with Blackstreet, obvious hit single.
Yeah. Take it home.
It had the shit
classic.
with Jay. Treat Me
Yup.
Right or
I'll
something.
Be.
I'll
Good?
Be.
Yeah,
I'll Be.
I'll be, yeah.
So,
But that
I
was
think
about
Yeah, yeah,
figure,
yeah, shit,
There's like
after hit,
21
yo.
songs on that album. You're only talking about
No.
4 songs.
that song has 13 songs. That album has 13 songs.
You sure?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it had 13 songs.
It had Foxy's.
Yeah.
No, look, the intro was actually dope because that was the Def Jam intro that showed
Cormega.
upcoming
That's what I sent you in the
Cormega,
group chat.
upcoming crew. Yeah, so that was dope. Then it had Holy
Yeah,
Matrimony,
that
That was
which
the
Con
jazz
Cormega.
promotion CD.
yeah, which I
Mama.
thought
I
was
had that
dope.
shit.
Foxy's
I had
Bells
that
was
shit.
dope-ish. It was alright. It was alright.
She was annoying.
But I say all that
It was
to
alright.
say her first album was cool, but her third album, Broken Silence, I think was when she hit her peak. And
As far as
lyrically,
yeah,
as far
yeah,
as
yeah.
flow, as
She
far
did,
as
she
song
did.
selection,
It's better. It's way
Um,
better than the first album.
the Oh Yeah on there.
I like the
inspired.
first album better.
The
I like the
Yeah
first
is
album better.
actually they take a rip from Bob Marley.
Good job.
The fuck-
I like the first album
I like
better,
the
though.
Jamaican influence. Like when Foxy
yeah,
would
she
rap
definitely had
that
a lot of
Jamaican
Caribbean
accent,
influence on that
that's
album.
what I like.
Yeah, no,
I like that
definitely
shit.
that
On
third
that
album.
third album,
yeah,
she had a lot
yeah.
of Caribbean
I
influence.
think that, in my
she
opinion,
had Sprague Benz all over that shit.
that was her best album. Well, she was fucking him at the time,
Wasn't she? Yeah. There you go, man.
or
Damn.
one of them. I don't know.
I
Mook,
disagree,
favorite
Burns.
songs.
I disagree, Burns. I think her first album was better. She had a lot of hits on there, like we said with Trackmasters.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
And it's like a short project, like
Yes.
like Nas's Illmatic. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yep.
So and it has a lot of hits, hit after hit, just like the ones you named. She got this one track that I love. It's called Holy Matrimony. That she spit into the Firm.
That's on the first album. Yeah, that's the first song.
Yeah. I love that track, man, because it got the sample from Make the Music with Your Mouth. Is Marquis.
Yeah.
That a lot of other people use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mad
I
people.
think Nas used it, Mary,
A
Yeah,
gang of
Beanie,
people
a
have
lot of
used
people use
shit.
that shit. Yeah. And it was
But,
on a soundtrack. I think it was a Jackie Brown soundtrack.
Do you have?
What?
I'm sorry. Do you have any other standout songs?
Yeah, I actually do. I got when J Kid brought up Foxy that he said affirmative action, it reminded me of the first time I heard her on Who Shot Ya, and I think that verse and that track is bananas. Because it has so many people on it, Prodigy.
What was the song? What was the song?
I shot you. I shot you.
Yes, I shot you.
That was one of her first.
Yeah.
That was one of her
I
first.
thought
One of her
That track
first
is
features.
fucking flavor.
Yeah, Fat
yeah.
Joe, Keith Murray, you know what I'm saying?
Prodigy.
Who shitted
Yeah,
on her for
Prodigy.
that verse? Because that verse she mentions raw dog without protection, disease infested. Somebody came back and shitted on her. Was it J. Rue? Do
think
y'all
so.
remember this?
I think so. Yeah.
Probably.
Damn, I
Yeah,
don't
J.
remember
Rue
that.
came
Sounds
back.
like a J. Rue subject.
J. Rue dissed her on fucking
One Day?
One Day. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
Other track that I like is obviously Little Kim with like the Get Money remix and Players Anthem, like I said before.
Yo,
I
okay,
think she
pause
stands
that.
for
Hold that
ground.
thought. Hold that thought for 1 second.
Yeah.
Going back to episode 1, Get Money and the Get Money remix are not as big songs as y'all motherfuckers try to make them out to be. Those were regional hits on the East Coast in 1996. We didn't have internet and fucking streaming and shit to make those national or international hits. So I just want to send a big fuck you to Black for trying to make it seem.
Damn. Tell me,
Yo, but
you
still,
did not
it was
yo,
a big
tell me
hit
how
for
you really
us.
feel, baby. Tell them how
It
you
was
really
a big
feel.
hit
Word
for
up.
us. That's a dope ass track. I don't care how much play it got.
Tell them
That
how you
shit
really
is dope.
feel.
Those
man.
are two
Nah,
dope ass tracks.
I know, man. I'm just fucking with
Reel
you.
it back, reel it back, reel it back.
But all right, and then I'll end it with my two of my other favorites is gonna be Remy on Lean Back,
Okay.
and my favorite shit is Lauren on Ready or Not, bro.
What did
with
you
that shit.
think of the Remy song that came out maybe 2 years ago
Oh,
with the Little
sample?
Kim beat? Yeah,
With the Lil'
I
Kim
thought that
sample.
shit was fire.
The Wake Me.
With what? With what?
The Remy song with the Little Kim sample, and Little Kim was on the hook. Matter of fact, Little Kim was on the hook.
Yeah, she was on the hook, and she was in the video.
Damn,
It had
I'm
the
not
beat.
sure. I don't-
It
I
had
don't
the
know if I
same
ever heard
beat
it.
from
It had the same sample from Queen Bitch.
Queen Bitch. That's the name of the song, Queen Bitch.
Yeah.
Y'all never heard that?
Damn, that's
Nah,
not
but it
ringing a
sounds
bell
like
right
something
now.
Remy with
Oh,
Rick.
y'all
Yeah,
gotta
I thought
check
y'all,
that
I thought
out,
y'all
man.
rock with Remy, man. What happened?
I mean, I do fuck with Remy, but I ain't heard her whole catalog. But
No,
Damn,
hey,
nigga.
the day, what I have heard, I like. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
One of the illest Remy tracks to me was that Yeah Yeah shit.
Yeah.
Yup. Or I'm So BX. I love that fucking track, bro. She is So BX. That bitch did a bid, nigga.
I'm not.
That bitch is in trouble right now.
Yeah, she is. I'm not so
Fucking
well
bitches
versed in Remy songs. I actually think she's a little overrated, yo. She doesn't make good songs. She raps, she spits, she got lyrics,
Yeah.
she got flow. Her songs are mediocre, in my opinion. However,
That's
that
okay.
song
Both
with
things could be true though.
that song with the Little Kim that we were just talking about, I recommend y'all go listen to it. That's a really dope song.
Yeah, you'll like it.
She really comes off on
It's
that shit.
basically an updated Queen Bitch.
Yeah, with Remy lyrics.
Yeah, exactly. So y'all fuck with it.
But I like it, yeah.
Have y'all
But
heard?
you know, Remy.
I forgot
Remy
to
makes
mention. Hold
tracks
up. I
Better,
forgot
bigger
to-
than life.
The
Go
what?
ahead, JK. Go ahead.
Hold on, because I think
Oh,
three
oh.
of y'all was trying to talk at once.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, kid. I'll let you get it off. Go
Nah,
ahead.
just real quick. While we on tracks, of all people, my stepson, funny as hell, put me on to Minaj's I guess Dreams of Fucking Rapper Dude,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
Did y'all
yeah,
get to hear that?
bitch.
Yeah.
That's
And what's
throwback.
funny is this nigga's putting me onto the track and didn't even know about Big's track.
Get
But
the
he's a
fuck-
Biggie fan. But I just I found that funny. Like, you know, I wouldn't expect him really probably to know that. He knows more of the Juicy
Uh-huh.
and the, you know,
How old
the
is he?
famous Big, you know, the Hypnotized.
¿Cuánto
He's
años?
16 now. This was last year, so he was probably like 15.
Yeah, that's when
Wow.
the album came out. Yeah, that song sucks.
I always think it's dope when children put us onto good music. I hate when they put us onto some whack fucking music. My niece
Yeah.
Ashley, she's really into music. So she's put me onto a couple dope tracks, and I do the same in return and shit. But on the flip side, she tried to put me onto some corny ass shit.
Oh hell yeah! My daughter's forever trying to listen to this, Dad. I'm like,
But it's
yeah.
cute though. It's mad cute.
You know
Yeah,
what's
But I
cute?
mention it because I never really liked Minaj, and that track was alright, yo. For what she was like, what she did, it wasn't bad.
You know, Minaj is
She's,
she's not as bad as we make her out to seem.
You're right. She's worse.
She writes her own bars.
Oh shit.
She writes her bars.
Yeah, well, there's shit bars.
She
Probably not all the
she
time.
got flow.
Not after she got with Lil Wayne.
I don't know. I think she writes her bars.
Please do. Anyway,
I don't know about every bar. No.
But you know, we're more purists in hip hop. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's just hard to
definitely,
give shit
definitely.
like that a chance. I guess not even a chance. I'm guilty of not even giving motherfuckers a chance. But
Oh, I'm guilty because
You know.
I'll tell you right now, I
I've
won't
done
give
it.
Cardi B a chance. I don't want to hear her album. I don't want to hear her songs. I hate that she's on the radio. And that's just me, my personal
who
opinion.
listens to the radio?
yeah,
Fuck
And
that.
it's
Well,
funny,
you know,
'cause
we
she knocked Nicki out the box.
Mm,
She ended her career like 50 ended Ja Rule's career.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not a Nicki fan, so it doesn't bother me.
man.
But I think you're right, but I don't think it's deserved. I don't think she's fucking talented. I don't think she writes her lyrics.
No, she
I'm
definitely.
100% sure she don't write her
No,
lyrics.
she doesn't. She
Um,
admitted
she's
it.
just like
it's funny because she does probably what you were saying about Remy. You know, Remy is more hip hop and does everything right and don't make her songs. This bitch doesn't do one thing, you know, she doesn't do anything spectacular but has good tracks.
And she blew up, yeah.
And she blew up. She's smart. She's a fucking character. You know what I mean?
She's smart. I will give her all the props.
She makes smart decisions, I guess.
She's smart enough.
I think she's taking advantage of her own caricature. She's exaggerating.
Have you that's a good point. But have you heard the album? Because I remember I was
I refuse
to listen to the album. Well, not convinced you, but I had mentioned we was you know, on the chat one time that the album was good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody got on me and was saying that it wasn't.
I admire her hustle. I'm proud of her accomplishments as a Latin, as a female. You know, much props to her. Salute to her. That's not my bag. I don't want to hear it. I have no interest in hearing it. But people like that
I
shit.
get it, but you know, I get it, but her messages are pretty deep on the album. I'm going to keep it funky. And
you heard it? You heard it, Mook?
She has a lot of success with it. So there's no way you can ignore it. There's no way you can ignore it. Just like you can't ignore Nicki's success.
Right. No, you cannot ignore their success and their accomplishments, but you can choose to ignore their music. Yeah. And I just don't like it, dude. Honestly speaking, I don't like the character she portrays. I don't like the ochre or whatever the fuck. I don't like that she's like a bird to me. Yeah, she's like a bird.
I mean, we're not here to knock anybody down.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to be misconceived.
Somebody. Yeah. We're here to give our opinion.
I know a lot of people.
You don't like her, but I'm just pointing out that she is a mega star, and there's no way you can deny it.
Undeniable.
And getting back to lyrics,
undeniable.
The way that you know, she comes off made me not have as much flow and as much presence as other rappers, regardless of not they were getting ghostwritten for. But you know, just moving on to the next.
Well, no, she makes good songs. I'll give her that. They're not for me, but they are successful.
What I wanted to say before was honorable mention on my behalf as far as the songs, favorite songs, and by female artists. Number one would have been Charlie Baltimore when she kills that shit with Cameron on the Incarcerated Scarfaces.
On the Funk Flex freestyle? Yeah.
On that shit.
Funk Flex Volume 2,
yeah.
She kills that shit.
You know, Charlie, I think, is an underrated rapper.
Yeah.
I wish Black was here because I know he's heard her album, and I've heard it. I don't know. Did you ever get around to hearing it? Because it never came out.
Nah, I never. Really.
Did any one of y'all ever get to hear Charlie Baltimore's album?
Nah.
Me neither.
See, it never released.
Nah, but
it never came out.
Yeah.
We got it, Canal Street bootleg. And it was surprisingly a really good album. She had a song on there with Ghostface.
I remember that song. Yeah,
that was a dope song. No, it was a good album.
She got a lot of flow and a lot of presence.
That shit was dope. That shit with Cameron was dope, yo.
Yeah, she was.
Yo, Hoss. What I like about that fucking verse with Cam was that she was on the entertainment with Rivera.
Yeah, exactly.
And her whole verse was about She said, I remember she's like, we under escalators,
you
undetected. Some shit.
Yeah.
And Cam is spelling all acronyms, so they kind of go.
Yeah, Cam does the CIA.
Yeah, Cam is like, caught you at the ATM. Some shit he said.
Yeah.
That was
good. Something run from the IRS, bloody like PMS. That nigga ripped it.
Cam was dope, man. A lot of people don't fuck with Cam.
But that was one of my honorable mentions, and the other one would have been Lauryn Hill on Cowboys from the Fugees album.
Okay, excuse me for stuttering. An honorable mention, Lauryn Hill, that was not on any album. It was on a soundtrack, Sweetest Thing.
Oh yeah, I remember
that was my shit. It's not a rap song.
What was it? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Lauryn Hill has a song called Sweetest Thing. It's not on the Miseducation. It's on a soundtrack. I don't recall what soundtrack. But she had a video and everything.
What, the sweetest thing that she's saying is like a kiss on the collarbone?
Yes. That's it.
Oh my God, nigga, that's one of my favorite tracks. That shit is not on the Miseducation?
No, that's not on the Miseducation.
Nah,
that's on the
that's dope.
soundtrack.
Yeah,
It's on the soundtrack. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on the soundtrack or some shit.
I'm gonna see.
Nah, I
if I can find
think what was on the soundtrack. Nah, what was on the soundtrack was the motherfucker. I can't remember now. I'm
The
fucking
Roberta
burnt,
Flack?
B.
Killing Me Softly.
Nah, not the.
Roberta
Come
Flack?
on, man. Nah. The shit that was on Conspiracy Theory with Julia Roberts.
Yeah, look, it was on Love Jones. It was on the Love Jones soundtrack.
Oh, Love
Oh, it was
1997.
on Love Jones?
Yeah, the
Is
sweetest
she
thing.
rapping or singing? She's just
She's singing.
right?
Yeah, she's singing.
Yeah, she's singing, yeah.
But no, that's honorable mention to me. If we're talking songs by a female,
That's a dope
I
ass
understand
song,
it
man.
might be like excluded because she's only singing. It's only an R&B song, but fuck that. That is a fire song.
Yeah. It might be hip hop, but you know, it's not rapping. But
Right,
you know,
right. But the beat is definitely
yeah,
hip hop.
yeah. She, you know, what's funny? She did what Harp said that she originated with what Drake did.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. She was
Singing
the
and
originator of
rapping.
that.
Yes.
And that's why she was such a crossover superstar. That's why I say she's so creative and even a little underground. Because, yo, man, like her songs are so hip hop that you can't deny it, even if it's a love song.
Yes. Yes. She's hip hop
All
to
right.
the core,
what
but
I mean?
she can cross over into R&B easily.
Beautiful, amazing.
Bernsey, if I could just say that that thing she's rapping and she kills it on there.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That thing.
If we're talking about tracks where she's rapping,
That's
that
doo-wop, right?
track,
Yeah,
she's like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
doo-wop,
3
yeah.
weeks and you've been looking for a friend.
Dude.
The one you let hit and never saw
Yeah.
him again.
Yes.
But
Her album, yeah.
That,
yeah, that's
that-
on the album.
That should be mandatory
Oh.
listening for young females.
Word.
Like that's a fucking
Yeah.
jewel. That
Yeah,
song is
yeah.
a jewel.
Yeah,
I love
shit,
it.
The whole song.
I love it.
yeah.
It's about a young chick trying to be too old for their own good. You know what I mean?
That's like
Giving
a
it
Black
up
Girl
too
Lost
easy.
track right there.
Yeah, big time, big time.
Yeah, but the track I failed to mention earlier, Burns, was "You're Just Too Good to Be True." I think that was the hidden track on the album.
Yes, that is a hidden track.
And she's talking to Zion. I think she's talking to her son.
Maybe.
But that was also on the soundtrack, and I think it was the conspiracy theory shit, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't.
my nigga got
It's
a
definitely
memory and a
possible, but
half.
I don't remember that. But then she also had a song on a soundtrack for Rumble in the Jungle with the Fugees. That was really dope.
Oh, that track is fire. That is a video with Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that
Sure,
track
that
is
shit.
fucking butters, yo.
Yeah, that's a real dope
Oh,
track.
yeah, that's a good one too, man.
But it's Lauren. That goes. That goes without saying, bro.
Damn.
Lauren.
Yo, so next category is
It's a Lauryn
albums. I guess
episode.
we could all say Lauryn Hill and keep it moving.
Yeah. Well, for that one, I think we should exclude Lauryn Hill because obviously she's.
Yeah.
But other dope albums.
That album is just-
I love Missy's first album. I love Foxy's third album. I like Little Kim's first album. I'll be honest, I didn't listen to any of her other albums, and she got a 5 mic album that I think
Yeah.
is fucking.
Trash.
I'd have to hear it. I don't want to say that's bullshit because I never heard the album, and maybe it's really, really dope, but I don't know. I think Lauren should be the
Nah.
only 5 mic female album, and
It
I don't
was-
even think she got 5 mics.
She didn't. It was
It was
It
the
was with-
Notorious K.I.M., no?
no, it was
Or La Bella.
La Bella Mafia. No,
La Bella Mafia.
La Bella
La Bella
Mafia.
it
Mafia,
wasn't
yeah.
that one. It was what the fuck was it?
They should have just gave Lauren 6 mics just to keep that shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but Kim, yeah, it was when the source was already. It wasn't like when the source was the source anymore. You know what I'm saying? She got that fifth
was-
mic. Oh,
They were getting bought.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe
They were
she
buying
was
5 mics.
she was fucking with Dave Mays at the time,
There
and
you
that's
go,
why she
but,
got the. It was La Bella Mafia.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the album they got. It was fuck. What the name of the album was?
The Naked Truth.
That
He
one.
was
That
good
one.
enough
that
to
one.
get
Naked
5
Truth.
albums,
Naked Truth.
5 mics.
That one. That one got 5 mics. Naked Truth.
See, I'd have to listen to the album. I don't
It
wanna
was one of
just
the
shit on it.
original 5 micers. The original 13 5 micers. Believe that shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that? Little Kim 5 mic album.
Original 5 mic. It's not like it was revisited, like they went back and it was like, oh yeah, that's a fair. Yeah.
I don't think any revisited 5 mic album is a 5 mic album.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah,
and we're gonna debate that in the future because 5 mic albums should be immediate response. You should finish an album and be like, yo, that's a 5 mic album. Yeah. Not fucking, oh, this album's cool, and then 2 years later, let me go back because everybody's fucking on the album's dick, and now it sounds better now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it should be off first listen.
But that's for a further episode. Nitty Scott had a really good album called Creature. It's not men oriented, I wouldn't say. I don't think it's really made for men, but it's very girl power. It's very uplifting. It's very Afro-Latina. It's very influenced by the Caribbean. So I think that's a dope album. I know Harv prefers the Cassette Chronicles, which is her more urban hip-hop album.
Yeah, she kills that shit.
But and I agree. I think that's an album I would listen to more. Mm-hmm. But I think
and it's more listenable.
The Creature
for men.
Yes, yeah. I think The Creature is a better album.
It's
just more
you know,
directed to females.
Exactly.
I like.
It is a good album.
Who's this? Nitty Scott.
Nitty Scott. Yeah.
The Art of Chill was dope too.
She's nasty. Yeah.
I
heard her ever since she did that track that she's in the video. She's rapping like in a bathtub or some shit. And another one that she's like in BK, like in a town square or something like that. Like
that's
before the hype that she was supposedly with Kendrick Lamar. Some shit.
Yeah, I remember.
I heard her a long ass time ago. Like I don't even remember what year.
I like her. I think she's one of the best female MCs out right now today.
Absolutely. I think she's
pretty dope. She's pretty dope.
I think she'll bury any female MC out right now.
And
I don't know about that.
I know that 100%. Any
all right. Well, if you don't know about that, who would knock
Remy
her out?
Ma in jail or out? Is Remy Ma locked up or not?
No.
Remy's out today. Remy's out. She says she has video proving that she was home.
I know what he means though. I know what he means, and we're talking about Remy out of jail, happy and shit. Yeah, she'll bury fucking Remy.
You know who's a dope underground rapper that not too many people mention?
Who you got?
Jean Grey. Remember
she's dope.
Grey?
Oh yeah, she's with
dope.
Isn't she under Ninth Wonder?
No, that's
I'm
Rhapsody.
not sure, but
Rhapsody's fire.
Rhapsody's fire.
Man. Yeah, Jean Grey is dope.
She's been out for a long time.
Yeah, she's been out since the late 90s. Since the late 90s. Mid to late 90s. She hooked up with Premier. She started her career with Premier.
She
shout
kind
out
of
to
reminds me
Rhapsody
of like
too,
the female version of Master Ace. I don't know if y'all can make the correlation after listening
I can.
to
I love Master Ace. Master Ace was dope to me. So
yeah,
I know
that's
what
pretty
you
good.
mean.
Real
I like
dope.
it.
I know what you mean.
Real dope, man.
I know what you mean.
I like Master
Yeah,
P.
smart.
Where's she from? She's from Philly too, no?
I don't know.
I'm not sure where she's from.
Jean Grey?
Maybe New York. Maybe New York, I think.
I thought she was New York.
There's a song she got called Kill Screen that she kills the beat, bro. She murders that shit.
Does she kill the screen?
And it's a simple beat, like a Master Ace beat. Like, she makes the track. The track doesn't make her. You know what I mean?
You missed the joke, but okay.
It went right over his bald ass hand.
My bad, I can't hear, man. I can't hear. I got the headphones on, but check that song out. Kill Screen, yo. She murders that shit.
All right. Emil, excuse me. Emil had a good album. Not so much because of her, but it was 80% Just Blaze production. I believe Rockefeller was testing Just Blaze by giving him the Emil project, and it ended up pretty dope. She's okay.
The album flopped.
Yeah, the album flopped, but she's okay lyrically. Her voice is a little grating, but...
Nah, I'm sorry. I can't take her serious.
I think she was in a group. Wasn't she in Major Coin?
Yeah, Major Coin.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Major Figures.
No,
Major
Coin.
Major Figures was Philly, Gilly the Kid and them.
Yeah, exactly. Mook was right. It was.
Major Coin. Gilly, yeah. But they had a chick. It wasn't a male?
They had a chick. It wasn't a male. No, they had a chick, though.
Oh, okay.
Any other albums that come to mind that are super duper dope? We mentioned Missy's albums.
I'll tell you whose album. We were actually talking about this before, and I'll tell you whose album would have been dope with outside production. Would have been Mia X's first and last album.
Oh my God, we haven't even really touched on South MC.
Yeah, exactly. She would have benefited by going outside of Beats by the Pound. In my
Holy
opinion.
shit! Yeah, Mia X kills No Limit Soldiers. The song, her verse is fire.
She does.
That's the one that she's talking about.
She does.
Something like we're bandana wearing gangsters. Some shit. She says some ill shit.
She's nasty, yo. She's a spitter too.
Yeah,
She could fucking.
and she's thugged the fuck out.
Yeah, she's like a real hood bitch.
Yeah,
Pardon my.
yeah.
my lingo.
Forgive us for not mentioning her till now.
She's I had her in my notes and shit, but she's definitely.
Shouts out to all the South females.
Her and then her exact.
Trina come to mind.
Yeah,
Trina.
and then
Gangsta
like to
Boo,
me.
Trina.
To me, what's her name? Mia X's counterpart is Gangsta Boo
Yes,
from Memphis.
Gangsta Boo.
They're basically the same artist, but one is younger. That's basically it.
Gangsta Boo has a verse on a song called "Not Your Friend" off 3 6 Mafia World Domination. Yo, that bitch. That bitch rips it. Oh my God, better than she kills the track. That track is hers.
Yeah.
Is
So
she
definitely.
on Sipping Off a Scissor? Is she on that track?
Oh, I don't remember.
She's on a group track with them that they had a video out, and I know she
that's
killed
Sippy.
that.
Yeah.
She
That's that.
also
I forgot which one
kills.
it is, though.
She also kills a song called "Motivated." She rips a verse.
Nah, you know what she kills? There's a song on her first album, Inquiring Minds. It's called Real Ones.
Gangsta Boo, what you're talking about?
Big Gangsta Boo. It's called Real Ones, and they take the What's Beef violins and they flip it.
Ooh, I gotta hear
Go
that.
listen to that.
I gotta hear that.
Y'all go check that out.
I've never
Gangsta
heard,
Boo. It's on Inquiring Minds. The song's called Real Ones.
How's that album? I haven't heard it.
It's again another artist that would have benefited with some outside production aside from Juicy J because he exclusively produced everything.
Okay.
He was like the RZA on this shit.
Right. Well, he was to 3-6.
Exactly. Yeah, he was the 3-6 RZA. Yeah, exactly. So she was another one that I would say would have benefited from some outside production because she was dope lyrically. She had dope flow. She killed shit every time she was on a track with another dude from the camp. She was probably one of the best ones
would have had a
lyrically
smash single
in
and
the
taken off.
camp. In my opinion.
no, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Lyrically, she was.
But go check
probably
that song out.
Top 2 or 3 in 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, go check that song out.
Now, Mook, you mentioned Trina. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I couldn't name you one Trina song that I like, minus her feature on Nan.
Feature on the Cameron, What Means the World to You.
The remix.
And it was, it was on some raunchy,
Yeah.
take the dick to the throat, some shit like
Some
that.
Lil
but,
Kim shit.
but it was, hey, I remember it. Let's just say that. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Well, the shit with her and Trick Daddy, that's undeniable. And that's another track where she makes like sexual references, and it's still like she spits so dope that you still kind of want to follow it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
follow
I love
it.
that song.
Like when she's like, girl, you know, Nan's 4, 5, 6 best friends, some shit. But that I'm quoting her, it's enough for me to mention her in this conversation. You know what I mean?
I guess.
She broke through for the South, for Miami. She broke through.
Right.
No matter what you feel about her, like I said, like you. I mean,
I'm not shitting on her. I'm just saying I'm not.
Again, it's all taste, but you can't deny somebody's success.
No, absolutely not. You're absolutely.
She's the Kim of the South, yo. She's the Kim of the South.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Because she was lucky enough to be.
You know what I mean? Because even that track, I think that track was the first time you niggas heard her, on a national level. And that bitch is just like, like he just said. She's like, girl, now. Girl, now.
I'm going to be honest, I love that shit
real
today.
shit.
I still love that
She
song.
had that video with Warren Sapp in it. She had that song Diamond Princess. That ass is too fat. I mean, I could keep going.
Oh, there you go. I remember that
her,
one.
that,
Okay. I remember
back
that.
at it, make it jump like a jackrabbit with fucking Little Wayne.
She had the shit that bitches like when they break up with their man. I'm single again shit.
Florida shit.
Scandalous.
Forget about it, nigga. If that bitch listens to that track, you gonna find her in the club that night, nigga.
Yo, quick message to the ladies.
From Jersey and come down south
Pardon
and shit and
our
see how they
man's
kick it down here. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Quick
You
message
know
to the
who
ladies.
too,
Stop being so
Bird?
fucking scandalous.
You know who too in that game? You know who's dope too in that game is Shauna from BTP.
Oh, Shauna, yeah. She
Shauna from
But
BTP.
she never made no
She-
noise.
she's not-
She's
didn't
the
really
rapper
make
on
noise,
early
but-
Twister's album.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember what you're
Yes.
talking about. Yeah.
She didn't really do much
I don't know.
on her own. I don't think. I know I like her because she rapped verses on Twister's album. Adrenaline Rush.
I only
Yes.
said these two ladies because from what I've heard and on their albums and everything, they held their own.
Yeah.
Like you said, Shauna, she really.
Yeah, I don't remember her holding.
These other two ladies,
Yeah,
like I
man.
said,
I just
Eve was
Eve
another
she's
held
one.
in
it
that
down.
same
Yo, I'll
vein,
tell you like
though,
this:
of that.
Eve's first album would have been 100 times better had it not been for Swizz Beatz' annoying ass production.
Swizz is.
No, he has some bangers on there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there were some songs
That-
on there that I was like, "Yo, my man."
Well, that's the risk you take with Swizz.
Ah, wow.
You know,
Her
it
album
could
would
be
have
dope.
been so much better with another one that would have benefited with some, not all, some outside production.
some outside
Yeah.
influence.
You know what I'm saying?
It all goes back to her
I
sound.
don't-
Like,
'Cause there was a
would have
point-
blown up if it wouldn't been for Swizz. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you like this.
on those group tracks or singles that broke out that he did.
Yeah.
Who's to say that she would have blown up if she didn't use them? You know, so
I
it goes-
get- I don't
I
know,
feel
man.
what you're saying though.
There
I
was
feel
a
what you're
point when I was listening to her album that I was like, "Yo, this is almost unlistenable. I can't." I'm pretty sure there's a great song in here, but this fucking shit that he's playing is fucking retarded.
Is that Swizzle tire you out, bro?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
if you
he's
could-
exhausting. He's
yeah,
annoying.
A whole Swizz album.
He's a little like Wise, you know what I'm saying? He's got a gem for every seven, 8 beats, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to
that
B Wise,
beat
yo.
is gonna be bananas.
Yeah,
That
that,
beat is gonna be crazy.
that one beat.
Yeah, shout to my nigga Wise, yo.
Yeah, man, much love.
Fact,
Stop
though.
thinking we neglecting you, my guy. Just
Yeah.
pick up the phone, bro.
Yeah,
Call.
reach out, man. You have our number.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
All right, so this next topic we already kind of covered, which is best or favorite features. I know y'all mentioned the Kim feature, Foxy's Bang Bang. I know I mentioned Moni Love on Buddy. Any other features y'all can think of that stand out in your brain? I know the Remy on Ms.
The
Martin.
Eve on the Rough Rider shit, maybe.
On
Nothing crazy, though. On the remix, the DMX remix,
of what?
right? Was it?
I'll
Was
say-
it? Yeah, I think so.
I'll say Rod Digger on any flip mode shit.
She was dope.
Rod
She
Digger
was dope.
definitely overrated.
Yeah, she
Excuse
was
me,
dope.
underrated.
Yeah, man.
Underrated.
She only really
Underrated,
released one
yeah.
project though. That's another one that only really released one project.
Dirty Harriet.
Yeah, she was dope though. She
Yeah,
was dope
man.
lyrically. I don't know why she didn't come out with more stuff. Maybe because she probably decided to concentrate on motherhood and stuff.
Maybe.
You know,
She's another
Shout to
one.
Well, you know,
shout to
another
her.
one
Happy
from
Mother's
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim on the Benjamins.
Day. Word,
Kim on the Benjamins.
shit.
word.
Definitely. dope.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit!
That's a big
And Money, Power, and Respect. Too.
Money, Power, Respect. Also, yeah. Wow, Kim was killing features.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
and the shit with Mob, the Quiet Storm
the
remix,
Quiet
like I
Storm.
said.
Yep. The
Yeah,
shit.
fire.
That
the-
was,
That
was
shit.
The shit you said with Mary J. Blige, "Love You Better." She ripped it.
Yeah, yeah.
She had some shit with Angie Martinez. I
Oh,
keep
the
seeing
ladies'
her.
night shit.
True.
The
Didn't
ladies-
she
Yeah.
have?
I fucked with Angie.
The song was terrible.
No, she didn't feature on Jay's album, right? Jay featured on her album. I think.
Yeah, Jay featured on Hardcore. He was on the first song.
He
which
featured.
was that's what I just said. Jay featured on Hardcore.
She didn't feature on any of his albums. Question.
I don't believe so. No. Oh yeah, she did. She
Crush
did.
on You.
She did,
Crush
she
on
did.
You was dope.
She did. She
Crush
featured
on You
on
by
I Know What
Kim?
Boys Like
That shit
on
was flavor.
In My Lifetime.
Yeah, but that was a Junior Mafia song, no? Crush on You? This was that
Yeah. Wasn't that on the album?
Crush on You? I thought that was on no, I think that's on
Junior
Junior Mafia album.
Yeah, that's a Junior Mafia song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go. That's a feature then.
That's a
She
feature,
fucking
yeah.
worked
He
that
featured
shit.
on that?
Wow, she's on that. Kim.
On what?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
he wants
yeah,
to go
yeah,
get a
yeah.
bag of the
Yeah.
lethal.
Yeah.
Oh no. I thought
That's
I
a
thought
shit.
you were talking about Jigga.
No.
But what I was gonna say
no,
about
no.
what I was gonna say about Big Mama thing, because he features on that song, which is the first song on Hardcore, It's basically Big battling Jigga.
Yes.
If you listen to it.
And Jace mentions it.
Yeah.
How big and untrust me in the studio
Uh-huh.
with Kim.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's a fire verse. Too.
Yup. That's
Wow.
one of go back and listen to that, y'all.
What track? What track is that?
Big Mama Thing. The first track on
Mama
Hardcore.
Thing.
All right.
Go back and listen to that, y'all.
I got that weird like porno beat.
It's got the beginning. It's got the beginning of the beginning is an intro where a guy's going to a porno theater. He orders extra butter and shit.
Extra butter.
Yeah.
Nasty nigga.
Nasty motherfucker.
Is that the one that she's like, baby, it's the Big Mama thing. Can't tell by the diamonds in my ring.
Exactly.
That's how many
Yes,
times I
exactly.
Yeah.
21
Uh-huh.
and another one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Jigga actually rips that shit. too.
Yeah. He rips it.
Lactose.
If
Yeah.
you listen to it, he's going at Big.
He's battling Big. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Any other features that come off the rip? No, I can't think of it.
Damn.
But all right, so let's
What
go to
Oh, I got one.
Who?
Eve on the song with the Roots. I Got You.
that's a good one.
She kills that shit.
That's a really good
Eve
one. She
with
wasn't
the
in the
roots?
video.
Eve
She
with the
wasn't.
roots?
Yeah, she
Yeah, the
wasn't.
song with Erica Badu.
Yeah, the song.
Oh, that everybody's dying in the video?
Yes.
She wasn't in the
Yes.
video.
Oh, yeah.
She
I thought
wasn't
that
in the
was
video.
fucking Erica Badu rapping.
No,
Nah, that's Eve,
That's
yo.
Eve. Yeah,
That's
that's a
Eve.
really good
Oh,
one.
That's Eve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know that shit.
I forgot that one,
That
but that
is.
one's a great feature.
Well, that's a great song.
Yeah.
I mean, everything on that song is right.
Yeah, exactly. That was a.
I'm going to give
recipe
you one.
for,
I'm going to give you one.
Shoot.
I'm going to give you one. Salt and Pepper, Let's Talk About Sex.
Where's the feature?
I think it's, isn't that En Vogue that's singing that song or some shit?
No, that's
What a Man.
What a Man.
That's What a Man.
Oh, what a
But
man.
that is a
Okay,
good
okay,
song.
my bad.
Salt and Pepper got some good songs.
Yeah,
All right,
got
man,
some
it's a good song.
Good try though. Good try.
Good job.
I like to talk about sex, you know what I'm saying? Especially
Obvi.
with Salt and Pepper. And Cinderella. Yo, you know what too? Female DJs, man. Female DJs on the rise. If y'all haven't seen, man, there's even little
Man,
girls on
let
Instagram.
me tell y'all something
streaming.
about female DJs, all right? Or all DJs, actually, nowadays. They all cheating, man.
Yeah,
The Serato
yeah.
shit is cheating, man.
I'm sorry.
If you ain't spinning
it
wax,
doesn't
I don't want
matter.
to talk to you, B, about
Oh,
DJing.
man.
I'm sorry.
It matters, but
Nah,
Yeah.
it matters everything.
right.
If you ain't spinning vinyl, I
This
do
guy,
not
bro.
want to talk to you.
Yeah,
B.
they just pressing buttons. All
Yeah,
those videos
bro.
of little kids DJing,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
all they do is annoy the
what's
fuck
worse?
out of me,
What's
bro.
worse? What's worse? What the DJs are doing now, or getting ghostwritten for?
They're both the same shit, basically. They're both the
Yeah.
ghostwriting
Which
of
one's
both
worse?
genres.
Obviously, which one's worse?
Which one's worse? I think I'm gonna go with the kids DJing. I think that's worse.
No,
'Cause-
I don't think that's worse.
Nah.
I say the
No
ghostwriting
way.
is worse.
Well, check this out.
The
The reason I
ghostwriting,
say
bro.
that. Well,
Write your own
I guess
shit,
they're kind of equal.
motherfucker.
The ghostwriting, you need to have some
Not
skill
because
to pull
you
it
know
off.
you're only as smart as what you have right now. You're only as smart as
That's
as nice
bullshit.
as what
Yo,
machines are
Mookie, Mookie,
using,
that's
you know what I'm
bullshit.
saying? Like if a
Mook.
father went and got those machines for a little girl, obvious, or they learned how to do it on that machine.
Then you know
it is
what? Then the
it is.
father's a fraud.
But
No, but with the ghostwriting, all right,
player.
if you got an
a
MC,
right player from the Himalaya.
all right, no, check this out. To counteract your point, a ghostwriter has to be able to deliver the
shit.
verse, and if they do it enough, they won't need the ghostwriter. Or if their ghostwriter dies, they might be able to continue rapping. They might have picked it up enough.
That's a bad analogy. That's a bad analogy, man.
Why? I didn't
'Cause
even
if you
finish
give,
the fucking analogy.
One of those, if you give one of those kids Technique
Yo,
1200,
reel it back, man.
they'll
Reel it back.
eventually learn how to use it. You know what I mean?
My point is, if you take the laptop away, they don't even got records, so the turntables are useless.
Exactly.
My brother, but if they learn how to use records on Technique 1200, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what
They'll
I'm
be
saying.
as
I would
nice
get them
as
Technique
practicing
1200s. I
on-
wouldn't
on
get them
that machine.
Serato. I would get my kid, if they want to learn how to DJ, I'd be like, okay, no doubt. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go buy a bunch of records. I'm going to go buy a mixer, two Technique 1200s, and boom, there you go. Have at it. Learn how to do that. That's DJing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
okay,
don't know,
so
but
all
I
right,
don't- I
you
don't like
being
none of
a
these kid
DJ
DJs.
originally, Burn. You being a DJ originally, Burns, is it just that you can't find the music on these new machines? Or is it that, using a fader or doing the actual finding the machine key spot on the record?
The machine literally
It's not the same thing?
machine literally does all that for you. The machine will match the beats for you and basically mix it for you.
Exactly.
You can echo with it. You can cue up a certain point at the touch of a button.
Yeah.
Why you think it's so easy for them to juggle back and forth from one turntable to the other with the same shit? They're pressing a button. They're not bringing it back like we used to have to do with our hands.
Yeah.
They're fucking using the technology.
I don't think I could do that shit. I don't know. Maybe if I practice enough. But I mean, it's still dope. It's hip hop.
It is. It's hip hop.
Yes. I will say that, yeah, and that's
doing the same thing that the boys are doing is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. I'm not segregating this to young female
exactly.
DJs. Yeah. Any kid yo, my nigga, if you're 10 years old or younger, get the fuck out of here. Get away from the turntables. What are you gonna play? If you haven't carried a crate, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. You're not a fucking DJ.
To me, it's just hip hop, and I find it beautiful.
To them, that's like a video game.
Celebrating the art form. I give them props. That's it.
I'm not knocking
We'll go with that.
I hope they learn hip hop. I hope they learn the elements. I hope they learn music. I hope they improve their skills and fucking blow up and make a lot of money. God bless you. I'm not hating or trying to wish
bad on you.
Bad on anybody. I hope they all succeed. I think it's fucking cheating. I think it's corny. I don't want to see an 8-year-old doing a Biggie tribute because what the fuck do they know about anything?
Yeah, what do they know about Big?
Yeah, I mean, okay, you can press a couple buttons. Cool, God bless you. But no. I'll battle all them kid DJs right now.
Once again, hip-hop is hip-hop. And you're going to do
reel
some
that shit back.
You're doing it.
I'll battle all of them. All right, let's go back. Cruz. Let's go to Cruz. Females.
You're gonna have to edit that whole portion now.
No, that's in there. Fuck that. There was no all female crews, so females were normally part of a male crew.
Or they were a group as Salt and Pepper.
Or Salt and Pepper. Okay.
JJ Fad.
JJ Fad. Who you think had the best, or what female was in the best position to succeed based on her crew? Because Eve was with Rough Riders, and that was at a time, they were dominating, they were doing big things. She definitely saw the residual effect of that and got some of her comeuppance due to that. Gangsta Boo with 3-6, Mia X with No Limit.
With No Limit, word.
Would y'all consider Kim part of Bad Boy? Or part of Junior Mafia, right? Part of Junior Mafia.
It's the same.
Junior Mafia was a group, though. Junior Mafia was a group. Remember, they weren't a clique.
But it was under Bad Boy, about to go under Undies. You know what I'm saying? Or under
No, they signed to no. Did they sign to Undies?
Yeah. I think
Junior
they were
Mafia?
going to. They were going to open up the label, him and Big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you can make the correlation that they go hand in hand with Bad Boy. So they were going to blow up through Bad Boy somehow. You know?
Foxy
Big.
had the Firm.
Yeah. Which was an ill crew.
Remy had Terror Squad.
Yeah,
Remy had Terror Squad, definitely. Damn, I don't know who was in the best position. I don't think Little Kim was, because she was the originator. So she had a breakthrough. So her path wasn't already laid out. Same for Foxy, because they were neck and neck. I think maybe like an Eve, actually.
You forgot Latifah with Flavor Unit.
True.
What you mean though? I don't get why you exclude Little Kim and Foxy. I don't get why you're excluding Little Kim and Foxy though.
For one, they were
Yeah, why?
Kim was part of a group. That's not her crew per se. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Foxy was down with the Firm.
Yeah, she
and
was
that was
part
a group.
of the Firm. Yeah, they were a crew.
But what did they do for her?
I think Foxy was already on before, but Foxy was more like Dolo, and then she got down with the Firm.
That's what I mean.
Kim was already down with like Junior Mafia and Biggie under Biggie.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so but you could include Kim there. You know what I'm saying?
True. But I don't think
like
because
Missy being with like Timberland and them, and like that's what you mean, or like your camp, like you being down with your camp.
Whose camp had their first lady in the best position to succeed? The reason I exclude Little Kim in them, okay, if Little Kim is part of Junior Mafia wasn't out, so they didn't do much for her. They came up together. If Foxy was down with the Firm, minus...
They came out after, though. The Firm album came out after all this shit, though.
Man, I don't know. I'm not high, bro. I'm not high.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I'm not high at all. I'm sure. I don't know.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
All right, so fuck Cruz. Skip Cruz. Impact. I mean, that's an easy one, right?
Yeah.
Impact?
Impact, nah. You could have... I know you're going to say Lauren.
No. I was going to say Kim. Kim had the greatest impact. Because there was many little fake Kims after. Foxy, I would consider a fake Kim. Trina, I would consider a fake Kim. Cardi, I would consider a fake Kim. There's Lauren's
Cardi
too good.
Is, like I said that earlier.
Lauren's too nice.
Nicki's like
the new era Kim.
Yeah, Nicki's a fake Kim.
Nicki's a fake Kim.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Lauren was so nice, there can't be a fake Lauren. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but her impact was great. You know, the first female to sweep the Grammys. You know, a classic album. What was that song, Killing Me Softly? That's like one of the biggest songs in the history of music. So definitely Lauryn Hill's impact is not to be questioned. But I think Kim's impact changed the game.
Visually, at least, more than anything.
Visually, subject matter-wise, the way she carried herself.
That was all Big, though, man. Big was the one that told her to do all that shit.
You think so?
Yeah. Hell yeah. He was the one that
he
told
did
her.
have her, he gave her her swag.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
I'll tell you, you do have to give her credit because of what she did with it. Absolutely, 100%. And I will not take away from that and her hustle and all that shit. But Big was the one that told her, yo, you got to do it this way. Don't do it that way. Because she was doing it a different way.
I think y'all give Big too much credit, man.
Nah,
Big wasn't even stylish. He wasn't even picking his own clothes.
You said
he
it
was dressed.
on the first episode that he wrote hardcore. So, you know, we cannot.
He wrote for her. Yeah, he wrote for her. He wrote but he didn't style her.
That's where she developed her cadence.
I don't think he styled her and shit. I don't think he influenced her. No, I don't.
All right.
I don't think Biggie had as much style as y'all give him credit for. I think Biggie was stealing from Puffy. I think Puffy had the swag and he passed it on to Big, and then Big would rhyme about the shit Puffy was doing or buying. Come on, man, look at y'all gotta listen to Big before Life After Death. Listen to the first album, B. Listen to the shit before the first album. He wasn't rhyming none of that shit, man. Come on. He was gutter as fuck. He was broke. He didn't have no style, man. His whole style was chunk, man.
I don't know, man. You could listen to Kim. You could listen to Kim and C's, man, and that's all Big, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Lyrically, yes. Writing raps, Big was awesome. I just think y'all give him too much credit for all the other shit. Big did not invent fucking Versace.
No, he
Big didn't invent fucking
course
champagne and shit.
Nah, my nigga, and he didn't invent Rembrandts either. But he was smart enough to talk about them before niggas knew what they were.
When did Biggie speak of Rembrandt?
He did.
He got influences
on the fucking Funkmaster Flex.
On the what?
On the Funkmaster Flex, copping Rembrandts.
Yeah.
Remember? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Hey.
He's right. He's 100% right.
Went from eating no frills cereal with food stamps to Armani Materials, copping Rembrandts.
Yeah.
Oh yes, a good rhyme. I don't believe he had a Rembrandt.
I
bet you he saw a Rembrandt in Puffy's house. I don't think he bought a Rembrandt.
Oh my God.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Burns. That Diddy and Tupac might have influenced Big's style, but he still had a Brooklyn style that he had on his own.
Yeah,
so no
black Timbs and black hoodies. Yes, his style was Brooklyn.
Whatever. Still, his style was grimy and then got polished, but his his swag breaks through on that because it's his swag.
No,
he didn't have
the
the
no
same swag as
swag.
Tupac.
He had charm.
He didn't have the same swag as Diddy. He had Biggie swag. He was just influenced by them two.
He was a
which
charming.
is, I think, what you're trying to say with what
All
Lil
right, yo,
Kim did.
so Impact, where we at?
Yeah.
Okay, Impact.
exactly.
Little Kim.
Thank
Who
you.
had a greater impact than Little Kim?
Nobody.
I'm gonna say Queen La.
For her time period, I'll agree.
Yeah.
For the 80s,
I'm
yes.
gonna say all throughout because she even went to, she did her talk show.
Oh yeah,
movie
she
star,
did a lot of
like,
shit.
uh,
Oh,
Yeah,
you
she
know what?
ranked.
Yeah,
You know
She
what I'm
got
saying?
nominated for
She
an
got
Oscar and
heavy
everything.
influence.
yeah. She did
Come
the
on,
makeup.
man, like,
she
you
was
know-
a spokesman for Maybelline, I believe.
L'Oreal.
Or L'Oreal. Oh my,
Yeah,
whatever.
she broke through.
My
man.
bad, Jeffree Star.
What?
Nah, this nigga corrected me on the makeup shit. I thought I was the expert. My bad.
You're probably right, though. I'm probably wrong.
No. Yeah, no, you know what? You might be right. As far as overall global impact, Queen might be. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Because
Yeah, I was gonna say Queen.
Kim's
Yeah, she got it.
Kim's impact is limited to music.
Right.
Exactly,
Queen has
exactly.
ventured out and done a lot of things.
Outside of music, absolutely.
Yes.
She has
So,
definitely
yes.
dominated in other eras.
Yes, you
in
have,
other areas, I should
And
say, or
even
genres.
her anthem UNITY in terms of musically, regardless if it's one of her, she maybe had limited singles, but that single alone broke through as
I
well.
love that song.
I'm not
Good
sure
song.
how much it
I
did,
love that song.
nationally.
Black
but
Rain.
yeah, man, it's big. It's a big song for the culture.
All right, Mook, you swayed my opinion on that topic, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
You,
say Queen
You
anyway, but
accomplished
good
your
pick,
mission.
Mook. I was gonna say Queen anyway, but good
Props.
pick, Mook.
Yeah, props, man. All right, so the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
subject we want to hit is legacy. And, obviously I'm going to go with Lauren on this one. Cause
Yeah, that's a good legacy.
her legacy... Well, what bothers me about her legacy is that she self-imposed a limit on it by never returning to release more music. Obviously, but... Okay, 2 points. Obviously, we all wanted more music. However, her decision might have been correct because whatever she put out after that wouldn't have been, or I could be wrong, but most likely wouldn't have been to that level.
Wouldn't have been to our expectations.
of perfection. Yeah.
It wouldn't have been what we wanted.
Yeah. So even
expected.
with that, I think her legacy reigns till this day. I think she's held on a pedestal deservedly. Her music is still dope. It still sounds fresh. The messages are still clear. So she gets my vote on legacy.
That's a good one.
Mook, who you got for legacy?
For legacy, I'll agree, man. I'll concur with Lauren. She hasn't put as much material as we would want. You know what I mean? And
Well, I don't
about
think she's
hip-hop,
put out-
she'll always be a hip hop.
I don't think she put anything
Right.
out.
Yeah. She put out the MTV Unplugged shit that she came back and
Oh,
did.
yeah. Did that include any original music?
I'm not sure. But
I
it's still
don't
dope.
remember
You
it.
know what I mean? Just to hear her.
Yeah,
Just
I've
to
heard
hear
it.
her
I've
is
heard
dope.
it. I don't remember it.
I got a
Yeah.
question for y'all. Because I also agree with y'all on mostly on the fact that Lauryn Hill is very talented and all. But how do you feel on the fact that lately a lot of people have been coming out and saying that, they produced a lot of her shit, they wrote a lot of her shit on that only album? How do y'all feel about that?
Prove it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, tell them to prove it.
Yeah, that
Anybody can. I wrote Biggie's rhymes. Y'all ain't know that?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I wrote
That's
a
why
lot
you got
of
the
Biggie's
glasses.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I mean, whoever said that would have had to go back to even the score, because you can't take away her lyrics. So
They
may
said
have
that they
influenced
were
her
actually
songs,
wor-
but that doesn't mean that they wrote for her.
They said
You know?
that they were actually working with her during that time, during the score, and then afterwards when she
But
recorded
did they
her first
write
project.
for her? Did they write for her? Is the question.
That's
Did
what
write for
that's
her?
what they claim. I'm just telling you what I read.
Well, I think this also goes into a different
Well,
argument.
you know-
'Cause, what did they write? Did they write a hook? I don't care if you write a hook.
Exactly.
That doesn't bother me. Did they write bars? That's a different thing.
I don't know. They said they wrote.
Well, even
and
if they
produced.
did, she's the type of artist that her artistry comes out in a way that it doesn't matter if she wrote it or not. Like just her vocalizing and being able to go into a flow. Nigga, how many people could do that? The way she could, you know? Her sound was that original and that, you know, just creative that you can't replicate that shit.
Yeah, and I'll be honest,
So-
I'm biased as fuck. So
Yeah.
I don't
love
believe
her,
it.
yo.
I think she's an artist that even if someone did write for her, they didn't write the whole shit. They probably had an input, maybe a line or two here. And I have no proof of this. I'm going based strictly off personal opinion and the level that I hold Lauren at. I don't think she needed a
again,
ghostwriter.
it would have to be, you know, for what Harvey's saying, it would have to be Wyclef or Pras, which I don't think it was Pras.
Right.
But it would have to be Wyclef.
No, it was
and, you know, I think they bounced off each other. You know, I don't think there's somebody else that would be involved. That
I think
would have written
they
for
might
her,
have
but
had input.
You know,
they might have had input maybe on the songs or the hooks, like I said, maybe even on the
it's
beat.
possible, but so what?
Yeah, but I don't think
So
I don't think they straight up wrote for her. J Kid, Legacy. Who you?
well, I'm
rolling
not
with?
done. I'm not done.
Oh,
on
my
the
bad, my
legacy
bad, my bad. I'm
thing.
cutting y'all off
The
today,
reason,
man.
another reason that I chose her, you know, because she also has influence as well, just like Queen Lala. You know, she was also a movie star. She did movies. You know,
Yes.
and her legend is still intact. Like, it's still a legend. Like, anytime somebody hears Lauren is gonna perform somewhere, or you know, is gonna you know, maybe drop new music,
Yeah.
people get that same feeling in their stomach because
Yeah.
you're hoping that it's just like the Miseducation, you know, or a single. Because she's put out singles, I think. But maybe like a smash single, like her and Nas.
I know.
If I Rule the World,
I know Fuji's
some shit
put
like
out a
that.
single a few years ago. It didn't really do much, but you mentioning Lauren being held in that high regard, I agree. Going to a Lauren concert is actually on my bucket list, but she doesn't tour much. But should she tour again, I would like to be in the building.
And I'll end it with this. She is maybe still not done. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if she was to drop something new, like I said. And
I
so I think
wish.
her legacy is
That'd be
still
great if
intact.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed she
Yeah,
does
man.
drop some shit. I fucking wish, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right,
It's very highly possible, man.
All right, J Kid, Legacy.
I want to say that I agree with all those points that you guys are making. I had her on my list for Legacy, but after listening to the way we spoke about Queen Latifah, I'm actually going to switch my pick to the Queen.
Yeah.
Because I feel that a lot of Lauren's legacy is due to that one album. She's my favorite, and I'm biased as well. But being honest with myself, and after listening to all those valid points, I feel like, you know, it's funny that you said touring because I really didn't know that she tours. But I, you know, aside from that, you never really heard music again. It's almost like she died.
Right.
God
She
forbid. You know what I'm
basically
saying?
disappeared.
So as
yeah.
far as legacy, it's almost like somebody, you know, like a great athlete who got injured and just you never really. Though we saw her highest potential probably with that album,
Right.
I feel like her legacy could have been a lot better had she never gone through the shit she gone through. A lot of people said she was mentally ill. You know,
man. She was just went into exile.
maybe the height of the album they said was too much for her.
Yeah.
You know,
And also, she went to
they
have
say
the
that
baby.
Wyclef was they said that Wyclef was the man behind the album because he was the one that broke her heart. They were in love,
Correct.
supposedly, and
Yes.
she had an abortion, I think. So he sparked the Miseducation. A lot of the shit she's talking to him, but that also probably was some of the, you know, I guess I don't want to say downfall, but ever since it's like she got cut short. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I think about legacy, it means much more. I think about what Queen Latifah has done and everything y'all mentioned, and she could fuck around and be the female president 30 years from now.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no. I actually that was gonna be my pick. Queen Latifah was my pick because of everything she's done. Like you said, Lauren went into the acting. Queen Latifah did the acting. She was in Set It Off. She did the Living Single. You know, she had career in movies afterwards. I mean, before she did set it off, and then she had Oscar nominated in Chicago.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
she had some movie on HBO that was heralded.
Yeah, she did a lot of shit, man. She did a lot of shit.
I
did
think
a
she
lot of
played
shit.
Billie Holiday, I think.
Yeah. So she did a lot of shit.
She was in a
for-
sitcom, you know.
That's
She
what I'm
was in
saying.
a sitcom.
She did Living Single. She was in a sitcom. She did all that, man. So
Yeah.
she had her own talk show. She had everything, man. So
Wow,
as
I
far-
forgot about the talk show.
As far as legacy,
Yeah,
man.
you got to give it to the queen, man.
Leo,
She was
set it
able
off,
to
baby.
stretch what they thought was a fad of hip hop and stretch it into a long, prosperous career.
A career, and she's still.
I know. She's not done. She's still out there.
killing it.
Exactly. She's still out there making money and shit.
Yeah.
So like I said, all hail the queen, man.
All hail the queen.
You know what I mean?
All right.
That-
Yeah,
Hip-hop
man, I
Oprah.
agree. Legacy is that word. You got to go with the queen.
Yes.
man.
That's
Yes.
my bitch. That's
And,
my bitch.
and legacy is such an important word. Like, to go off topic for a second, we should all be cognizant of our legacy and all be working on leaving an outstanding
A positive
legacy.
one.
Yes.
Yeah. A positive one.
So, last thing, the best MC female of all time. My vote's Lauren, Avi. Harv,
We'll go with the queen, baby.
the queen. J Kid.
I'm gonna go with Lauryn Hill. I don't know if in this case I'm going with my favorite or the best. Kind of torn,
Yeah, I feel the same
but
way.
just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna say Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
Yes.
your personal preference. at
I
the time.
feel the same way, but to me, she is
Exactly.
both the best and my favorite.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my vote could sway easily to Lauren because she
Mook?
is equally.
Who you voting for?
I'm voting for the female god. Lauryn
This fucking guy.
Yo,
Hill. The goddess.
she was on that song with Nas too. They got, I
Yeah.
think they have 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah,
together.
man. She
The
should have
female
traded
god.
bars with him, right? If she would have traded bars with him, it would have been sick.
Yeah.
Full
Yo,
wigs.
if you're hearing me, Lauren, you need to do a song with Nas right now.
If Lauren
Right
Hill
now,
is
we need it.
listening, first of all, thank
my
God.
God.
Thank
Thank
you,
the
Lord.
Lord.
Second of
listening.
all,
We
I
got
don't
more
give a fuck
content.
if you make a song with Nas or with fucking Little Nas. Just make a song,
Lil Nas
please.
X.
For real.
This nigga said Little Nas.
Lil Nas X.
Oh,
Nah,
man.
get out of here.
So,
Little Nas.
Lauren wins the greatest female MC of
Greatest.
all time.
Word up.
Thank you guys for checking in, for calling in, for tuning in.
Word.
Let's do our sign offs. Mook, you got a sign off?
It's gonna be a dope sign off because I'm gonna give love to some honorable mentions that weren't mentioned. Hurricane G,
Yeah.
China White.
Mm-hmm.
China
who else
White?
I got here. I got
Who?
China White. She was a rapper. She was coming up through Little John. The
Yeah.
little bitches
Oh, I
from
remember
Crime
that.
Mob.
Crime Mob, yeah,
little bitches
Princess.
from Crime Mob
And Diamond.
Know the Product. Who
Snow
we
the
got?
Product, yes.
We got
No,
who we got. We got
Yes.
Remy. No, excuse me, Young M.A.
Young M.A. Yeah, she's
Um,
nice. One
yeah,
hit wonder
man, so-
maybe, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. Some female rappers that I posted on Instagram that are lit. Sinawin, at SINAWYNNE, Sinawin. Stacey Price at STASSIPRYCE.
Yo, how much money they gave?
At
Yo, payola.
Payola, Mook.
at underscore M 4EEEEMZ.
I'm editing all that shit
And
out.
some
Word.
Spanish Dominican rappers.
Oh yeah, this
Melly
nigga got
Mel.
paid.
She's
Melly
nasty.
Mel.
And La Insuperable, she's nasty.
Like, super-
Yo, What's your
there's
Instagram?
a Colombian one, but I don't know her name too, man.
What's your
Yeah,
Instagram,
man.
Pai?
So, just I want to show love to my niggas. We get heated and we go back and forth, but that's why I love this so much, man.
It's always
know what I'm
love,
saying?
kid.
Yes.
Always love.
Pretty dope show with female MC, man. Word up.
Word up. J Kid.
What you got?
Yeah, man. Just want to say, fellas, it was another great app. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the listeners.
Yes, yes.
Love, peace, and power. Happy Mother's Day to all them beautiful women, all them beautiful female rappers we mentioned. Happy Mother's Day to my wife and my mom. I love y'all. And you already know this J Kid signing off on the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast, man. All my niggas keep it real, my ladies keep it tight, man. 100.
I like that.
I like that. I like
White
that.
boy.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's Z White Boy. It's Z German. Nah.
Why this nigga's voice always drops when it's time to do the sign off?
Because that's how it's gotta be.
Barry White comes in.
Barry Blanco.
Very, very white.
Nah. As well, like, happy Mother's Day, like I said, to all the mothers. And happy Mother's Day to my wife, Lisa. And my daughter, I love you. See you. One holla. Holla back. Listen, subscribe, like, comment. We got you, you know what I'm saying? We're back with another one.
Yes. Make sure y'all following the Last Breath Entertainment page on
Yes.
Instagram and Facebook. Make sure
SoundCloud.
y'all. Make SoundCloud too. Make sure y'all following the MDMA Lifestyle brand on Instagram and Facebook. As always, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. This is the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. I am Burns, and somebody hit my music.